Recording in progress.
Doctor is in.
Hello, hello. How's it going?
Good. Are we roasting in funnels today? What's going on? That's all I got.
No roasting fun. I'm sad. Like I would love to roast some funnels. Believe me. Like any day for roasting funnels is a good day. But like, why am I not getting leads? Why am I not getting sales? Where's all my customers at? We got a full house. I didn't even see all the people. It's Zoom's doing this weird thing where I can only see the people that are like only few. I can't see everyone. It's like, oh, I think it's a little setting I have to do. So, we're gonna start in 1 minute. I'm just getting TikTok Live, YouTube Live. Good to see all my students, Nika, Sarah. Who else we have? Nice. Oh, we got a full house today. Nice. I'm excited. So we're gonna start it for everyone in just 1 minute. Appreciate everyone's patience. Thank you.
Jonathan, the session's an hour, right? Or 2 hours?
I'm feeling good that could go for 2 hours, kind of thing. Um, so you're not. I'll get through most of everything in the first hour, easily, and then from there I'll open up the last hour to like Q&A, and then also I can circle around into like I'll do little one-on-ones then too, so I can find out individual goals and then kind of like do a little personalization roadmap. So we'll say first half is just lecture going over the top AI tools, how they're used, and the other half we'll do interactive. We'll do Q&A, and then we'll do like one-on-ones. How's that sound?
Awesome, thank you. I may have to sneak out a little bit earlier, but that's awesome. Thank you.
Trust everyone, you'll get your participation points. Just stamp your card on the way out. No, I'm just kidding. And you get a free Starbucks. No, I'm just kidding. Appreciate everyone's patience. Happy Sunday, everyone. New week. We're gonna learn some new AI skills. Oh, I got some goodies. I got some good demos to show you guys too. You guys are gonna learn a ton about AI. Okay. Just wait. TikTok Live is now live, and we could cook.
Hey, Doc, are you running these on Sunday and another time you said twice a week? Is that correct for a month?
So these are kind of special. These once a week, every Sunday, are more like deep dives in just the overview of the whole tech stack of like AI, like what is its significant in AI. Not really like a new AI news updates or stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is like done in the community. So this is more to educate and nurture people that are on my email list that technically aren't in my community. If you're in my community, you guys got the 5 days a week, you got all the courses, you guys are going to know pretty much all the material I'm going to cover. It's all in the community, anyways. So this is for a lot of new people that just aren't in the community to give them up to date of like what's important with the top AI tools, so they can walk away with skills and then also use cases that they can start using stuff more than just ChatGPT. Did that answer the question?
Yeah, that was awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Nice. What's your name? I see it's Zoom user. I'm like, what's
Yeah, my first name is Zoom. This is Lance.
Lance? Pleasure to meet you. Awesome. Okay.
How's
Okay.
that?
Good. Nice. Nice.
Hello.
Nice. Yes. Hello. Is
Well,
Josephine?
I just heard you say community. How do I join? Do we need to pay something or how do I join?
Yeah. Super easy. Real quick. I don't mean to promote it this early per se, but my name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. I run a AI training and certification program where basically we have an online community. Now there's two programs just for everyone. We have an online community. The goal is to keep you up to date, trained, and then give you support around learning AI. We have courses, 5 days a week, live meetings, networking with 145 other entrepreneurs in there. Everyone in there is pushing the boundaries of AI. Like there's stuff in there that no, you won't find on YouTube or in like newsletters and stuff like that. The other side of what we also have is the AI certification program. It's a 4-week program that we're going to go deep into the tools and certify you on those tools so that you can pretty much now become an AI consultant in your community. I'll go a little more about what that is at the very end, because some people want an AI certification so that they can become the designated expert either in their industry or in their community and feel confident going around and educating their, whether it be business community or professionals, how to properly use or take full advantage of AI. And then everything is simpletechskills.com. I'll put this in the chat. Yeah. Does that answer, Josephine?
Hello, it does answer, but I would like to join the community.
Yeah, that link in the bio will take you to the website, and if you look, so you can see my screen, that golden button will actually get you 50% off your first month. So it's like $47 your first month, 30-day money-back guarantee, and then it goes to $97 a month after that if you want to continue. We have courses on all the tools that I'm going to be mentioning, plus a lot more actually. We have 24 courses on 24 different tools. It's the best place, honestly, to do two things. One, really surround yourself with people that are serious about learning AI. If you're in your peer group, your friend group, if you don't have that group that's like they're learning AI every single day, like they're deep in it, taking full advantage of everything, that's what you're doing is you're joining the community so that you can see and network with other people from around the world that are literally using the best AI tools and pushing their boundaries. And then you get training, mentorship, resources, tech support, coaching, 5 days a week, and then weekly live classes. It's a pretty. I'll go through a demo of like what's inside the community at the very end. But yeah, that's pretty much so. 2 programs. One is the AI community, and then the second is the certification program, which I'm excited to launch. Cool. Any other
Thank
questions?
you.
Please. Yeah, please. This is not recorded, so please interrupt me and ask questions if you guys want. I'm monitoring the chat inside of at least Zoom and then also on all streaming platforms, which is kind of funny. So if you have a question, just pop it in there, and I'm happy to answer. And so the way this is going to work is it's going to be 2 parts. I'm going to go for 2 hours. You're not obligated to stay for the 2 hours. First hour is going to have all the material, roughly what you're going to need to learn. So the first hour, we're going to go over the top 8 AI tools. Let me see if I can get Canva up in here. Give you guys an agenda. But first off, thank you so much for everyone taking time out of their busy day to learn about AI. I promise this will be worth it. I need one thing from you, though. I need your focus, if anything. Highly recommend. Please take out a pen and paper, digital notebook, whatever you use to take notes. For the next hour, I'm literally going to jam pack and not hold back and show you all of the best when it comes to the top 8 AI tools and what they're capable of. So if you stay to the very end, you'll know exactly how. You pretty much know the whole forest of what's possible with AI, like the best of the best tools, how they're being used, how you could take advantage of them, for example. And you'll know a lot more than 90% of the whole world, which is still stuck in ChatGPT, I need a prompt world. That's beginner basic level. I'm going to show you some very advanced, very cool things in this presentation. So the only thing I ask for the next hour is just your attention, because if please, when I say take AI seriously, it is going to be literally the differentiator between you making money in your career or business over the next year and so forth going forward, or not. You're going to get crushed by inflation, or you're not going to be able to get the promotion, or I guarantee you won't be able to grow the business when compared to a competitor that is using AI in their business. It is not a fair fight. It's literally like a person with a feather versus someone with a tank. It's like insanely. I'm just kind of waiting for Canva to like, yo, Canva, give me a login here so I could do this. Okay, cool. There we go. Canva was bugging out. Nice. By the way, password manager, highly recommend everyone use one. Okay. having AI skills is an insane. It is literally the most competitive advantage that you can do today. Like literally in 30 days, you could change your life, learn AI skills, and be so dangerous at work that people are going to think that you're cheating, that you're outsourcing your work, that there's no way that you could get that much work done in such a short time with such little effort. And you know, because you know properly how to use the right AI tools because you learned them here, versus other people that are, oh man, there's literally just going to be either two people or two businesses going forward. Those with AI skills and leveraging them, and everyone else. So please, when I say, like, man, guess this is over my head. Actually, regardless of your age, believe it or not, like most, I'm going to also make this very beginner friendly. This is a little heavy towards more business per se for entrepreneurs because they're going to get the most out of it. But I'm going to show you a lot of examples that everyone can kind of use. But it is more geared towards entrepreneurs because there's the ones that want to make a few money with AI, which is the biggest priority. So this is why this is hugely important. Cool. So I'm going to talk about the top 5 AI tools you should know, how to automate your work with custom GPTs and how powerful those are. I'm going to go through demos of 5 to 8 of the best AI tools I need you to be aware of because it's very important that you're not just dependent on one AI tool. That is the big thing I want you to walk away with, is that you're like, John, everyone else is just using one AI tool like ChatGPT, Claude, many different ones. It's very important to actually do know the difference between each of the tools. That's why there's no like one AI tool to rule them all, like Lord of the Rings. It's more of having like a Swiss Army knife. Everyone eventually that when they say like, do you have AI skills? Do you know AI? Fundamentally, the analogy I like to use is that it's like having a Swiss Army knife. Each one of these tools collectively, they each do some specialization. Each one of these is like an AI tool. So I'm going to go show you the top 5 AI tools that when combined, you can literally solve or create anything at a speed that is almost 10 to 100x faster than someone trying to do it manually, for example. Whether it create images, create text, create videos, solve problems, complete your work, do research, learn a subject, anything like that can be accelerated with AI. AI truly kind of gives everyone incredible superpowers, both in your profession and in your business. And I'm going to show you what those superpowers are. Just know that it is important to know what are the best tools in their category: text generators, image generators, researching tools, and so forth, so that you could choose the right tool for the job. Because what's going to happen if you go in the real world and then you're going to tell someone that you're using Copilot as AI, they're going to laugh at you at like an AI conference. They're going to be like, Copilot, that's like the worst of all the AI tools. So it's really important not just to say, hey, I use a AI tool, but it's more important to say that you're using the correct AI tool for the task or job and to know the difference between the others. That's pretty much where we're at today with all the different tools. And I've simplified the list, so let's actually go through the list. Okay, I want to do one quick exercise though, real quick, 5 seconds. Please in the chat, put the number 1 AI tool that you currently use every day. Just one. What is the number 1 AI tool that you use? If you're not using one, just put none, totally okay. Just put that in the chat. I'm just kind of curious just to do a quick little poll. We've got Grok, nice, on TikTok. Gemini, GenSpark. Oh, someone knows GenSpark. You got to come to the dark side. I'm just kind of curious, just real quick. This will just take 5 seconds. So we got Grok, Gemini. Put in the comments what is the number 1 AI tool that you're using every day, your go-to, your daily driver. And then GenSpark, beautiful. GenSpark, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok. Any others? I think that covers the main ones right there. N8N. That's cheating. You can only pick one though. HeyGen. Oh, finally a HeyGen. Nice. We'll do a little demo of what's possible with HeyGen. Nice. Oops, sorry, you guys can't see it there. Cool. Awesome. Good to know. Okay. That just kind of gives me a lay of the land. All of those tools are powerful, except for Grok. Sorry. I don't. Grok is one that you could kind of replace with other tools like Gemini, which is like free and super powerful. And I'll go through the difference of all the different tools, why each one is actually suited for a specific use case. Cool. Just real quick, just so you guys know, because we do have some people that aren't entrepreneurs on the call, real quickly, these are the top 8 tools that are 100% not that have a free plan. Let's say that, because retail and chat based, they have a free plan enough for you to like experience how to use that AI tool. All the other ones are mostly free. Perplexity has a free plan as well too. Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, they all have free plans. So I get a lot where people are asking, like, yo, John, what's the free tools that are out there that I can use that are just as dangerous, that's outside of just ChatGPT? So step one, everyone right now, just take a screenshot. These are the top 8 free AI tools in probably the most useful contexts of like just a chatbot, search the web, build an app, take AI notes. And I'll go through a lot of like each one of these, like just so you're aware that there's, because it's really cool as well too. Image generation, voice, like your voice agent, like you're actually talking to an AI chatbot that knows everything instantly and you could train them. That one's really cool. And then chatbots. Chatbots, you could preload them just like ChatGPT, but you could preload them with specialized knowledge, chat with them. It's almost like chat with PDF. Nice. So, but those aren't really the main tools that are like the main tools. I'm going to just skip to the advanced because I need for you guys to catch up, which is the biggest thing. Not start, because everyone right now, if you're just starting with AI, massively behind. These are the tools I need you to be aware of, because these are the tools that professionals are using to gain insane, like both attention, increase leads, increase sales, increase productivity, go from idea to workable prototype or final product quick 10 times faster than trying to do it manually or the old way. Like, all AI does fundamentally is 2 things. 2 things AI does. It either accelerates the time, increased productivity that it takes to do a task. For example, I built an app for a client that they had to do invoices. It took 2 hours to do per invoice. We built an app and now takes 5 seconds to do the invoice. She gets all of that time back. That, whatever, 1 hour and 59 minutes or whatever, and 1 hour and 55 minutes, she gets back as her time. That's what I mean as productivity. You literally get your time back. Time is the most important thing, and that's why it's important to learn AI, is because you get your time back. You don't have to waste hours doing a laborious task manually. There's an AI tool out there, and actually, let me just talk about one real quick example, like a real just use case, for example, because this is a little at least relatable to at least all the entrepreneurs and content creators, at least here. Okay, if you've ever edited video, you know how much of a time suck that is. You know that if you're going to create any video for social media, for content, for family, for friends, for fun, whatever, you know how long and how painful of a task editing videos is. You got to sit there, it's going to be hours, you got to cut here, you got to listen to the track, you got to go back and forth, you got to clip and hope you clipped it right, and now you made a mistake and I go back. You know the pain and hours and waste of time it takes to edit videos. That's why they hire video editors, because they're very so you can replace them with, now again, the main thing I want you to know is there's an AI tool out there that's specialized for that task or for that job. Basically, that's the main thing I want you guys to walk away with, is that there's some AI tool out there that whatever you're trying to do, ChatGPT kinda can do it, but it's not the best at it. So you need to be aware of what is the best tool for that job, so you're using the right tool, memory, little Swiss Army knife, so that you can, like, so just real quickly, this tool Gling, Gling, this takes 2 hours of video editing time of my life sucked that I've gone. That would for me to create content, it takes 2 hours to edit every like 30 minutes of videos, kind of thing. That cuts it down to 10 minutes. To go from 2 hours to 10 minutes, I can now create. I roughly create a course a week roughly a new course every single week at that speed, there's no way I would be able to do it. Plus content, plus all the other things I have to do. There's no way I would be able to do things to do that manually. So AI video editor, Gling saves you a ton of time. All the tools, they save you a ton of time. That's the reason why I want you to know about these main ones, because these are right here like universal. All the other ones are per se we'll call specialties. So it doesn't really apply to everyone, but there's a lot of specialty tools, for example. Cool. Let's start cooking. All right. Oh, you want to see? Okay. I'll do a quick thing about that. So, quick demo. Show you guys. This is Gling. It's not on the list, but for the people that you guys want to see. So this is Gling. Gling is roughly, I think it's $20 a month on their monthly plan to edit about 10 hours of content, which is more than enough. It has a very easy interface where all you do is drag and drop a video. I'm going to pick a short piece of content. Yeah, these are short pieces of content. Drag and drop the video. It's going to say, hey, is this the video? I'm going to say yes. It's going to say, what would you like me to do for it? I'm like, hey, all I want you to do is cut the silences, cut the bad takes, remove the filler words, the ums, the uhs, the dead spaces, all that. And I want you to do all that. Click a button. Now it's doing it. Done. I'm not going to touch the computer for the next, it's going to take about 30, 45 seconds while it's doing that. It is now editing the video for us right now. Done. That is AI. AI is literally editing. I know it's like, I wish it was a little more like had some confetti and like some animations, but like if you know the pain and time it takes to edit videos, you know that, wait, would you rather edit videos manually or click a button and sit here and have coffee and I get to entertain you guys while my AI video editor is editing behind the scene? This stuff is a cheat code. That's how I'm able to output a course a week, which is insane. It's not recommended, but you can do that because you have AI tools. So what's the AI called? Also, okay, yeah, quick, while this thing is editing. Okay, cool. So real quick. Okay, so granted, this video is technically already edited, so that's why there's no changes to it, because it's already been edited. So, but what it does is on the left-hand side, it transcribes the entire video word for word. And you don't touch the timeline, for example, which is actually very interesting. This is the audio speed. This is so you can listen to it like an audiobook, for example. So I'm just going to hit play. This is my list of the top 17 AI tools that you need to check out that will save you 20 hours a week and help you work. Now, the editing part, it's like 90% accurate. If there's a sentence that I'm like, you know what, I don't like that sentence, I want that removed, all I do is actually just highlight that in the video editor right here, and then click cut, and that sentence, it goes down to the timeline and automatically makes the snips for me. I don't have to do that. I just highlight the sentence and click cut. And now when I play it again, it's going to skip that whole part. Help you work smarter, not harder. Start with ChatGPT, master that. Yeah, I skipped it. So we're going to go through, it already made 6 cuts, and then you could just export to MP4. You can export it to like Resolve, Final Cut, Premiere, CapCut, like as an actually as an editable file if you want to do that. So this is Gling. This is one. It's not really on the list. It's more of a specialty tool. But know that the countless hours that it saves for video editing tools is insane. Okay, next. Let's go custom GPTs. We all play with ChatGPT. I just want to spend a few seconds on this little guy. What do you guys think about Gling? Put a number 1 in the chat if you like Gling. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, yo, I could use Gling, and it's like $20 a month. And you're like, that would save me a ton of time for video editing because I have to create content, and creating content sucks. I have to edit all the videos. So put a number 1 if you're like, yo, that could save me countless hours. Just that one tool alone is already going to save you. If it saves you 4 hours a week and you compound that over the whole year, what's your time worth? Simple math. So that's why it will automatically repay for itself. When you invest in learning an AI tool to its full capabilities, not like skim the surface, you get so much time back. You're literally getting countless hours back into your life. roughly get 1 to 3 months a year back in your life of free time from work that you would have had to do manually. But because you invested in AI education, you learned the tools to the mastery. Now you can unlock all these superpowers. People will be like, how are you done by 12 p.m.? Everyone else is going to work till 5 p.m., work late that night. You're going to be done by 12 p.m. because you have AI superpowers. You have an army of AI agents. Okay, so I'm not going to go over prompt engineering. I'm not going to go over just ChatGPT because that's already a little too basic. But what you guys do need to be aware of is custom GPTs and how important as a skill set, learning how to build custom GPTs. Sandy's like, this amazes me. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, custom GPTs are like little programs, and they come in two styles or two flavors, basically. There's just two types. Type 1 is a custom GPT that is a tool. It does a specific job that would take hours to do manually, now is done in seconds. An example is if I know this really doesn't apply to much people, but actually I'll do this one, for example. Let's do this one. The hook is actually a really good demo. Let's do the viral hook generator. Okay, this is a custom GPT called Viral Hook Generator. If you're a content creator, you know the pain. I always speak from the pain. The pain of creating scripts for content and hope that the words that you say are the right words, either on a YouTube video, a TikTok video, whatever, Instagram video, hoping that they are the right words that resonate with your audience for them to say, man, I want to follow you, versus getting less than 200 views. It's the difference it's all about the words that you use, all about the language that you use, the communication. So you should all be scripting technically your content for content creators, but you know the time suck it takes to create the scripts and the hooks. Your whole video, 99%, hinges on hooks. Could you show us the tool list again at the end of the class? Oh yeah, 1000%, Josephine. I'll even put the whole list in the chat at the end. Definitely. This one's not free or public. Nope. It's only for members inside the AI community. We have like 10 GPTs that we give to our students. This is just one. I took the best TikTok content creator, his program, his specialty, his decade of experience, and compiled that into a GPT. His entire brain methodology framework, high ticket coaching program, everything is in this GPT. You can specialize a GPT. So this is an example of a GPT that's a tool. Remember, there's two types. Number one, we're talking about tools. So I'm going to put in my topic for my business, which is basically AI education for entrepreneurs to save 10 plus hours a week in time. AI educate. So my topic for my content that I want to create, all I did was put the topic or the sentence I want. AI education for entrepreneurs to save 10 hours a week in time. What is your time worth? Multiply that by 10. And then multiply that by, I think it's 42 weeks in a year. And then that's the time that you get back in the savings, both hours and financial too. So his whole purpose is just to write my content. That's the whole thing. I'm talking the hook, the entire script, and the call to action. And give me examples in a top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. This is just for people that are entrepreneurs, business owners, you're selling products or services, you want to make more money. This is all hinges on your content. Your content needs to resonate with your ideal audience. You need to know about top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel so that it resonates with your audience. But you don't have to worry because this whole GPT just spit it out in 2 seconds, which is nice. So now I could create content to say, you've been lied to about time management and it's costing you 10 hours a week. Did you know that a Harvard research study shows most solopreneurs are wasting 2.5 hours a day on manual tasks? So in this video, I'm going to show you how AI tools can automate 80% of your admin work, even if you're not techie. So save this if you're tired of wasting time. It wrote that in 2 seconds from one sentence that I gave it. You know the time it would take to write content. This is just one example, and it would just keep doing this over and over and over again. This is an example of a tool, a custom GPT. That's one flavor is a tool. The other, as a tool, which everyone should have, is a business coach. This is another example, once it loads, of another GPT. That's the other type of GPTs that are advisors or experts. So there's two types. One that are tools, such as you saw, that's like a script writer that will write content and scripts. The other one is for as an advisor, an expert, someone like it's like you were to go to this consultant to help them advise you. Could be a lawyer, doctor, whatever. The main two are really business coach and life coach. And the really important things about these is that they're actually personalized to you. They know everything about your business, your products, your services, your competitors, your offers, your pain points, your ideal customer profile. And then they also know everything about your life, your goals, your 1-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. What do you struggle with? What do you want to achieve in health, wealth, and relationships, both for your business and for your life? So these are two flavors, business coach and life coach, that you can use to advise. So second thing, what they do is they help you make better decisions. That is one of the biggest things. We cannot open all the different variables of what it would take to solve a problem in business or in life. AI, you just brain dump and it will give you pretty much just like what you don't see, also like your peripherals. So this is a business coach. So when I have questions about what lead magnet should I do a funnel, should I change what other type of courses should I offer, what is the pain point of my ideal customer, I don't have to go to a raw ChatGPT. What are lead magnets for my ideal client that is in a webinar? So this GPT already knows every single detail about my business, knows everything about my ideal client. It's all stored in the brain. I'm just not showing you the brain because we just don't have time. But everything is stored in the brain. You're literally building a custom chatbot that's an expert in a subject. You could load books. Also, if you're inside the community, I will show you how to get free unlimited books, but for all my book lovers. So this is important because notice I could be very brief and direct with the question that I want because it already has all the knowledge. It's already stored in there. It's not in ChatGPT's brain, but it's stored in what's called local knowledge, which is in the GPT's brain, the little folder inside GPT. That's basically where all of this information about my product, my service, my business. MW says the community has access to these GPTs. Yes, we actually have, just to kind of show you guys, we do two things. One is show you how to actually build a custom GPT, which is the most powerful skill set. I could kind of show you actually the most, okay, well, I'll do that later. So this is inside of our community. It's hosted on Circle. It's not hosted on School. By the way, if you want to sell courses, sell them on Circle, not School. We have a custom GPT. It's one of 24 courses that we have. Just to show people, because I just want to show you all the GPTs that we have in the community, that there's like a ton of them. So we have how to build the ultimate life coach GPT, because you need to have a advisor help you plan your day, plan your week. Literally will plan the perfect day down to the minute. You take screenshots of your calendar, you send it to it. It will plan your perfect week. And then you give it screenshots of your to-do list, your task manager, and it will organize and prioritize what you should work on, what you shouldn't work on based on your goals, your 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goals, both in your business and your life in categories of health, wealth, and relationships. That's just the Life Coach GPT. Like, that is pretty dangerous. Then we do the same. We give you the prompt, the instructions for a business coach. We're very business heavy entrepreneurs. So we have GPTs for how to run 5-day challenges, how to make a few money. It's pretty much, that one's like a business starter kit. This is a quote estimator. There's the viral script maker. We have one for irresistible offers, for copywriting to create your 4 irresistible offers that every business needs in order to scale. That's your lead magnet, low ticket offer, mid ticket, high ticket, and monthly recurring offer. How to do perfect webinars, board of advisors, which I'm going to show you next, and then viral hook generator, which I showed you. Social media growth expert. This one actually will give you a social media plan for content and everything. And then we have some people that are doing YouTube videos. So what is a framework to create a YouTube documentary style custom GPT? So those are just some of the GPTs that you get for free. And then we kind of like build one once a month and then just drop it in. All the source files are in there so that people, but more importantly, we'll teach you how to actually build a custom GPT. That's the more important. So everything I'm showing you from Glean to custom GPT to the other tools real quickly is that knowing how to use these tools to the advanced level, because remember, I'm not showing you prompt engineering or regular chat GPT. We're building custom GPTs, which is very advanced. Once you learn how to build custom GPTs, plus all the other stuff, you're going to be super dangerous as a certified. My goal is to make you a certified AI expert so that you can literally go on any talk show, you can host any workshop, you can talk with any business owner, and you can feel confident that you could advise them to show them how to take advantage of the right AI tools, not just ChatGPT, but also how to unlock value both for professionals, businesses, and your community, because there are millions of people around the world that are trying to figure out what is AI, how do I use it, how do I get started, and they're looking for people in their community, their network, which is i.e. you, to say, help me. How do you guys do workshops? Like, where do I get started? And that's where I want to say thank you for everyone showing up to today's presentation, because you're getting, these are the best of the best tools of what you should know as of today to catch you up basically with what the state of AI basically from there. So custom GPT, so this one's a business coach one. Let me show you one that's really cool. And then we'll get into some other cool tools. I still have a lot of cool tools, so I gotta show you guys. Okay, this one is a custom GPT that is called Board of Advisors. This one is so powerful because again, when you understand that any AI tool does is either increase productivity, help you get to the goal faster in less time. I'm talking instead of 2 hours, spending 10 minutes, that type of time saving, that's productivity. The other side is to make better strategic decisions. So how to make a better decision given all the information and also different perspective. That's where this GPT is really helpful. This one is called Board of Advisors GPT. That's like, who's on the board? When you have a challenge or a problem, either in business or in life, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Da, da. Sorry, that song lives rent free in my head. These are 13 of the best business advisors, because we built this for business, for entrepreneurs as well too. But these are 13 heavy hitters, from Tony Robbins to Jim Collins, Philip Kotler, Peter Drucker, Jay Abraham. Some of the names you may know, some of the names you don't know. That's totally okay. Just know that each of these guys are heavy hitters in their own niche and specialty, and so having their perspective and their expertise and background give feedback on whatever your challenge is insane. So how do I grow and scale an AI certification program? Give me, what am I doing? I'm typing. Typing is so archaic. Oh my God, I gotta let you guys know. Mac has a way built into every Mac is voice to text, automatic voice dictation. If I could just have you guys walk away with one thing from this entire presentation that you could start using today, especially for Mac users, PC users, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. You guys got to go Mac if you want to do AI productivity business and stay competitive. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. On Mac, built into every Mac is free voice dictation. It is completely free, so that I could sit here and go, give me a breakdown on how to scale an AI certification program in 30 days from perspective from all the members on the board. I did not type that. Voice to text will literally 4x your productivity. Just that one tip alone. Just using voice to text, not typing, not finger typing, not typing regularly, no matter how fast your words per minute are. voiced, you will never be able to compete with someone who can voice text. So I highly recommend today, everyone, note that down. Start using Mac. It's built in. If you guys are on PC, I'm going to give you guys a free gift. A free gift. Speech notes. Okay, bear with me. I just grabbed water real quick. This is a free gift for all my people that are on Windows. This is a software that's completely 100% free. I'm going to put this in the chat. Cool. And then for everyone online, it is called speechnotes.co. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. If you guys are on Zoom, definitely copy that. Bookmark that. This is for all my PC users, also for Mac too. It also works too. No software to solve, no subscription, no account. It's 100% free. All it does is voice dictate. You just click that little button, allow from your browser, and then now I could sit here and talk or put it on a lecture, or if I'm in a meeting and someone's talking at the same time, this thing for the next hour, sometimes 2 hours, will just purely just whatever it hears as audio, translate that to text, and it does it completely free. This is just for my free Windows users because I need you guys, both Windows and PC, to also just start using voice to text for typing, for emails, for anytime you're writing. So now it's done. Here's the sentence, and I can just copy paste that. Cool beans, just a little cool thing. Okay, so that's voice to text, side tangent, but cool. Back to the Board of Advisor GPT. I put the prompt in, hey, how can I, because you always give it a problem too. It's like, give me a breakdown on how to scale my AI certification program in 30 days from a perspective of all the members on the board. Scaling with AI certification, strategic business. Okay, so Peter Drucker is like, he's like, yo, efficiency is doing everything right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Thanks, Peter. He goes, you need to clarify your objective. What does scale really mean? You need to be specific. Are you talking about revenue, enrollment, partnerships? And what is the core strength? What part of your program delivers unique impact? Thank you, Peter. And then you could go to Philip Kotler. He's the art. Yeah, they always show like an art from their persona, their mindset, basically. The art of marketing is the art of brand building. Says, who needs AI certification? Who really needs what you're selling? Is it job seekers? Is it IT teams? Is it executives? Who really needs to get certified for them to understand? And then it keeps going on and on and on. So this is, it will keep going for 13 of the advisors. So having this and their perspective like is insane. So the way we kind of program it is we actually put a lot of their books, their brain, their lectures, their mindset, their principles, their values, their expertise. We put all of that into one little GPT into the brain so that this guy knows everything about that. So this is just advisors in custom GPTs. Okay, cool. We're gonna now go through a little rapid fire because I need to show you guys some other really cool tools. So number one, put a number one in the chat if you find custom GPTs helpful for your career or your business. You're like, John, I see a lot of things. I could build tools, I can build experts, I can do a lot of things that will save me a ton of time just by learning GenSpark, or I'm sorry, just by learning custom GPTs. Like that's another tool. Like, oh my gosh, this is, and that's way beyond custom or ChatGPT kind of thing. Because Devin's like 101, Sarah's like 101. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, next thing that we're gonna go into. ChatGPT is not the best AI tool out there. I will say it again. Actually, I won't. ChatGPT is outdated. If you're using ChatGPT and that's your daily driver, just know that there are way better tools out there that could run laps around ChatGPT. So while it's the best known AI tool, it is not the best AI tool that is out there. If I had to give one AI tool to and for everyone on the call, if I had to recommend one tool, one subscription that you had to pay for like, John, I know there's like 50 subscriptions out there. What's the best subscription that's like the best AI tool that's going to well-rounded, general, that's going to give me the most use? It's not ChatGPT. It's actually called GenSpark. GenSpark, let's see here, is totally different. And I'm actually going to give you guys a special gift for 1,000 GenSpark credits. So let me put this in the chat, and I will break down what is GenSpark, because GenSpark is not just like ChatGPT. It is far, far different. It's just loading. Cool. So GenSpark, it's an affiliate code. You get 1,000, I get 1,000. It's a win-win for everyone. For everyone in TikTok world, I'll give you guys the code too. Okay, so if you're in TikTok, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. That is a code for you to get 1,000 free tokens for GenSpark. Just know, I think you do have to be on the paid plan, just FYI. But let me show you all the cool things that you could do with GenSpark. Okay, ChatGPT is just one model. Yes, it has a bunch of different models, 04, 03, whatever, 5 that's soon to come out. GenSpark actually has 9 different large language models inside of it, plus a suite of tools built into it, plus MCP, which gives it access to other people's tools that other people create. It does images, videos, presentations, apps, and I'm going to go through a lot of demos of what you can do with it. What's the code? Oh, here. There you go. Take a screenshot for the code, 5 seconds. Sorry for my people on TikTok. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. There we go. Nice. Okay. If you ever want to call yourself like an AI expert, like, you have to know GenSpark. Like, they will laugh at you if you don't know GenSpark. You're like, don't call yourself an AI expert and claim and just say ChatGPT. We will laugh at you. The people in my community are pretty gangsters. Like, we are so far ahead, it's insane. There AI, and for everyone, every month is like 6 months in the real world that AI advances. That's why I feel so crazy to like try and keep up. You're overwhelmed. There's 48 different tools. Which is the right one? Everyone gets an update. This one does something different. Now they're all starting to do the same thing. Everything's a $20 subscription. Which is the right one that I need? Totally get it. That's why we put together this course and program, so that we could just focus on the essential tools that you need to move the needle in your business and your life, and not get distracted, and then go deep into tool mastery. So GenSpark can do a lot of really dope things that ChatGPT cannot even fathom. It could create, and I'm going to actually go through each of these just on a high level. Create presentations, fill out spreadsheets, create podcasts, generate images, generate videos, generate documents, do comprehensive research on the web, much like Perplexity, say, for example. Also call restaurants and book appointments for you. Yes, I said that. Okay, so let's quickly go through some of these demos. Quick thing is just deep research. So if you have to research, like, and I mean like search the web for hours and go deep into a subject that you don't know about, those are GenSpark thrives on that. GenSpark loves to do deep research. Like, it will go, GenSpark doesn't do anything like simple. Like ChatGPT will give you like simple answers and stuff like that. GenSpark does not play. GenSpark will give you comprehensive whatever you're looking for. It's an overachiever. It's sometimes it's a good thing though. So here I asked GenSpark, hey GenSpark, I have a client that's in dentistry. In an hour, I need to learn everything I need to know about AI in dentistry. Can you search the web and give me a comprehensive report? That's what it did right here. So this is called a Spark page. Anytime it does research, it will search the web. So these are all topics that it found in this category. It literally put together a whole Wikipedia article around a topic with all cited sources, so it doesn't hallucinate or make up information, something ChatGPT is notorious for. And then here it does a breakdown, table of contents, and then you can also chat with it. I'm just going to say, what are the best tools? You can always misspell. So it also gives you a chat bot that you can chat with your now new knowledge source. So this is just one little feature. These are called Spark pages. And Spark pages allow you to see a very comprehensive like overview of a deep dive subject. What's your opinion on ChatGPT compared to Gemini? Both are useful and both have different use cases. It's not that one's more used for or better than the other. They're actually both useful, but in their specific use cases. I'll go through some examples of that as well too. So now, GenSpark has the ability to create full, or at least app mockups. So if you ever want to build an app and you want to see what it will look like, let me close some of these tabs. GenSpark has the ability to create web apps or tools without having to write a single line of code. So this is an app that was created in one prompt. All I did was tell it like, hey, create a project management app. There we go. Cool. And so just by zone by main funky founder is everything. Oh, thank you, Reynolds. So this is an app that's fully functional. This is just a task and project management app. I didn't write a single line of code. Everything was done through GenSpark. So it rendered and created this whole web app that it's interactive. Like you could create tasks, you could log tasks from here, you could log projects, you could log invoices. Granted, there's no back end to it. If you're going to actually build a full application, like you're like, yeah, I want to go into the software as a service and actually build an app or actually build an app tool, there are better tools out there for that. I'd highly recommend look at Lovable is another good thing, for example. Cool. Let's go to here. So GenSpark also has the ability to create images and videos as well too, but they went at it in a very smart way where they're like, yo, we don't want to develop our own software. There's no need. Wouldn't it be nice if we can just pull in the best image generation tools, for example? So these are the best image generation tools: Flux, Gemini. There's Context Pro, which is a really great one. DALL-E 3, ByteDance, Gemini Image Gen 3, Flux, Ideogram. All of these. So what GenSpark does for, by the way, GenSpark's like $25 a month subscription. It gives you access to generate images all on the plan, and then also generate videos as well too. You do have access to VO3, which is actually pretty cool. So if we bring this over, you get access to all the best AI video generation tools also inside. So if you want to create a commercial, if you want to create an ad, if you want to animate a photo, for example, this is one photo that was generated using GenSpark. She doesn't exist. And GenSpark, you get access to VO2, VO3, Kling, and all I did was say, hey, can you make the woman smile at the camera and just wave? That's all I did to ask it, to prompt it. So it could animate any image to video inside of it. There are a little better tools out there. Just throwing that out there. Just you should be aware of, like, Midjourney is the GOAT, the standard when it comes to generating images and videos out there. There are more affordable, easier tools too, but just to be aware of that. So you can also have GenSpark. This will be one of the last demos. It does deep research, searches the web. It doesn't do anything like simple. It's very comprehensive. I would put ChatGPT like high school level tasks. If I have any high school level tasks, I'm going to give it to ChatGPT. If I have any college level, or like I'm talking actually better yet, PhD level tasks, I'm going to give that to GenSpark. So it's more the task that you're kind of delegating to the right AI tool for them to give you the right response. And there are different tools that do different things. This is a prompt in GenSpark because GenSpark can fill out spreadsheets. Hey, it actually could do lead generation, which is actually kind of wild. Hey, get me 5 businesses to sell AI training and education in LA with a website, phone number, contact, and personalized email. So it goes, searches the web, creates an Excel table, and now I got a table of leads. Now, granted, the phone numbers aren't always accurate. Same thing for the phone numbers as well too. I only asked for 5 in this example. And then here you can see it searched the web and then just started scraping all that information and just started filling out this spreadsheet. Again, things that would take hours, I just give the GenSpark and it does it. It creates quotes, invoices. It's very, very powerful. Building apps, so powerful. It GenSpark so technically should be your daily driver as well too. Next one, let's go into app building real quick, because you now all have the capability as of today easily to build apps without having to write a single line of code. This is a very helpful skill set to have. Being able to build apps is very powerful. It's like building custom tools. And if you've built custom GPTs and you're looking for the next level, that's where building apps using these no-code tools becomes very, very powerful to as a skill set in your back pocket. So I'm actually going to show you something really cool. So this is Lovable. Highly recommend everyone just sign up. By the way, all the tools, definitely highly recommend just signing up. And the way to do it, if you're doing it on your own, do one tool, but for every 3 weeks. Like one tool for 3 weeks. Take your time, go through it, see what it could do, play with it. Don't jump around one tool a week. It's a little accelerated unless you're in a course or program per se. But if you're doing it on your own, you should definitely focus on at least one tool every 3 weeks, more or less. So Lovable has the ability to create both websites and apps without having to write a single line of code. So I'm going to show just this one example of a website right here. So if you ever want to build a website, beautiful website with animations and the photos and the videos and all the buttons and the calendar, all of that, Lovable could do that. And there's no coding whatsoever. You want to build a directory site. You want to clone Airbnb, Netflix, Duolingo, whatever popular app that's out there, you could clone it now using no-code tools. That's my problem. I try to implement too much at once, Devin. That's a great thing too. Is like, look, I mean, I'm showing you a lot of tools, and realistically, it's going to take you roughly 3 weeks of learning on your own how to figure out a new tool, unless you're in a program like our AI certification program, where we go through one tool, or actually we do two tools a week. It's actually pretty, it's a very fast accelerator because we need you caught up, because things will change next month. It's pretty like there's no point of like multi-month long AI training programs, because it changes every single month. These tools that we're playing with today are completely different than when we started the year with. So every 6 months, the whole game changes, or actually every month the game changes, if you think about it. So start small, start simple, but just know that each tool that I'm touching on is in a certain category that's a good skill set. So for example, your daily driver, unless you're ChatGPT or Gemini, then you have image generation, which is Midjourney. Creating an app, Lovable. Lovable may not be around for the rest of the year. Who knows? Because things change so fast. So that's where, but there may be a better Lovable that comes in 3 months from now. But you'll be able to transfer all your skills to the next one, kind of thing. So that's one of the things, is basically that these tools, just know how to use them starting off, and then things get better over time. The tools will improve, they're easier to use, so forth. So this is just one example of websites that you can build with it. And then the other thing that you could build is tools. This is a pretty insane tool right here. This is insane. So this tool, what you see, was completely built using Lovable, and it's a bill or invoice generator. You can't do this in ChatGPT, for example. This is a very complex thing to build out, but they're able to build it without having to write a single line of code, using Lovable. And it's just like you're natively talking on a high school level to a software developer to say, yeah, can you add this, change this, make this blue, when they press this button, go make it do this. That's all you're doing. Just very simple. There's no coding, it's not complex. So this app that's built in Lovable will generate an invoice. Jack, I'm just gonna spam it with stuff right now. I'm just for the sake of brevity right now.
1 item, 2 items. Just kind of put in some data. So the time it takes to actually generate an invoice or generate a bill actually takes hours, or an hour at least. This thing, okay, so now, and then I just choose a template. You can pick any template, and it now fills in that template with all the data. Now granted, I just spammed a bunch of data, so random stuff. So it actually filled out a PDF. So it took some information from a form, you selected your style, and it took that information and put it on a PDF, and now allows you to download this PDF. So that task would have took an hour to do manually in another software, for example. So this is where building apps to actually do your work, which is actually kind of wild. Like, yes, you can build apps to actually do your work or large functions of your job completely automatically and automated using Lovable. So that's where I highly recommend play with these tools, because once you play with them, the more you see what's possible. And then that next day when you're like, oh my God, I don't want to create invoices anymore, that's such a time suck. Wait a minute, I have AI skills. Hey, I could do this with ChatGPT or Lovable. Okay, let me just spend an hour building Lovable, and now I never have to do this task again. Instead of wasting an hour every time, I could do it in seconds. What's the trade-off? So that's the difference between having AI skills. There's many other really good AI tools that are out there, but just something to get a quick win and get started with, I highly recommend Lovable. Going over to the tools, we don't have time to do any of the automations, but just know when you want to get into automations, if you want to be an automation consultant, if you want to automate anything in your work or job, I highly recommend starting off with Zapier, for example. Zapier, oops, I gotta switch over. I have ads. So Zapier allows you to automate multiple apps together. So if you have two apps, let's say a website tool and your CRM, for example, and when they fill out the form on the website, you have to manually put them into the CRM, manual task, for example, or they go into the email and you're managing your leads in the email, which you shouldn't do. It all should go in the CRM. Zapier is the piping that connects two different applications. So when one event happens, they fill out the form on the website, Zapier will automatically take their name, phone number, and email and put them either into the CRM and then also into the email marketing tool, and then also send you an email notification, and then also an ad infinity. So that's where, or for example, if you are on Facebook, you see an ad, you're like, oh my God, I really want that free PDF book. And they say, enter your email. You enter their email, and then you go about your day scrolling again. That email from Facebook triggers an event because it's from an ad. That email, then Zapier is going to take that email automatically and drop that into your email marketing tool, Kit, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, whatever your email marketing tool is. And then also into your CRM, or send you a notification, or enroll them in a program or something like that, or send them a welcome email. All of that can be automated using Zapier. I recommend first, if you're starting into the automation world and you want to get some quick wins, start with Zapier. It's very beginner friendly, but it allows you, you can see I have a lot of stuff that's automated inside of my AI community. When people enroll, send them a welcome message. Like the welcome message in my community is technically triggered through automation. I don't log in and say, hi, Jane, welcome to the community. What are your AI goals? That would take time every single time when we enroll people at scale. That's all done automatically. When people enroll, it enrolls them. It also sends them a welcome message. It puts them in the CRM. All that is done automatically. I don't touch any of that. So my whole business on the back end is relatively automated because of these automations built in Zapier. So Zapier is, if you ever have to move data or information from one app to another tab into another app, for example, that's a job for Zapier, just know. Because then you don't have to do that. It will do it completely automatically, and it will save you dozens of hours. Every business is unique. Every business professional or profession is also unique. All of you on this call are using different tools, but most likely 99%, the tools are in Zapier, and you can automate work. And I mean trigger agents to do work, send data to an AI to interpret, to analyze, to write a custom email, whatever. You can get pretty wild with it. Just know I can't do that. Well, actually, I could do a little demo right here. This will be a good one. This one's off anyways. So, man, I wish I feel like I should have a better one here. We'll do the Facebook one. Okay. Actually, I'm on TikTok. I got to use TikTok. Okay. So this is an example of an automation where I run TikTok ads. And when you see my ad, it's usually for like a free PDF ebook or something like that. When you see my book, hey, Winston, good to see you. When you see that and you're like, man, John, I want that book. And it says, hey, what's your email? Where should I send this ebook to? Plus you get a bunch of other cool stuff too. You enter your email and then you keep scrolling. You go about your day. Zapier is going to get a notification to say, hey, TikTok goes, hey, Zapier, we got a new lead. And Zapier's like, dope, send me their name and email. I'm going to drop them in your CRM, which I'm using ClickUp. It's irrelevant. You could use any tool. Basically, we're just taking information from one app and dropping it into the next app automatically and filling in any special information that needs to happen in ClickUp, for example. It could be HubSpot. It could be Go High Level. It could be email. It could be, it really does, the tool specific doesn't matter. But just know that this whole process happens completely automatically without my intervention. And then it drops them into my email marketing tool, which then they get put into a 30-day sequence where I send them emails to say, hey, here's your free gift. By the way, every Sunday we're having a free training. I'd love to invite you to that training. And then this is just example of one automation. They could get pretty complex. Anything that you could imagine, Zapier roughly could do. And this is why I would put beginners in Zapier first when starting off. Then let's see if I think I could get away with this. Okay, so the next automation tool that's the most popular and the most powerful is N8N. And so I'm going to show you, I think I have my N8N account. By the way, my N8N account is self-hosted. It's much cheaper as well too. Also, you'll see me use a password manager, which, by the way, use a password manager. There we go. Because you should all have a password manager, by the way. We're not going to talk about computer literacy, but just be aware that you guys need one. Okay, so I think I have my first agent. Okay, this is an old one. Perfect. Yeah, this will work. This is an example of an AI agent that's built using N8N that can do work on its own, basically. Whereas Zapier, you have to predefine the steps. Hey, Zapier, step 1, when this happens, then go to step 2, then go to step 3. I'm dictating the process, step 1 through step 3, and it's linear, for example. It doesn't deviate, doesn't change, can't go backwards, can't go sideways, can't go any other direction. It's just one direction. N8N, and with an AI agent, I just give it a goal and tools and let it figure out how to accomplish that job, for example. I don't think this example is kind of live because I don't think the API key for this might work, for example. Let's just see. It may work. Oh. Test receive. How can I help you? Oh, okay. He's awake. Interesting. I haven't touched this AI agent in a while. It's like opening an old friend. It's like, do you still work? Let's break this down. This is another type of automation that you could build using N8N. N8N does have a very higher learning curve, but what you could do with it is incredibly powerful. You want to talk about automate anything in your business, that's what N8N can do. Just know it has a high learning curve. There's no coding whatsoever. Everything's drag and drop. It's relatively easy to kind of figure out. but that's why I recommend for a lot of people, start with Zapier, get some wins and automations in Zapier, then graduate to NAN. Because if you just go straight into NAN, it's going to be a high learning curve, but it's very powerful. It's not hard to use. It's not impossible. So just want to share that. Okay, cool. So let's break down the parts of our little AI agent here to see what we're building here. So right here we have a trigger, an event. So when the rest of the automation does not take action until something happens in the first node. Each one of these is called a node, or also a tool, for example. So our first node is a chat message because we want to talk to our AI chatbot. Wouldn't that be cool? I want to talk to my AI chatbot. And so just having that right there means that in this bottom window, you guys can see here, cool. In this bottom window on the left-hand side, it says chat. I could zoom in here. There we go. Says chat. So this is where I can chat and communicate with my AI agent right through here. And then what's in my AI agent? AI agents have technically 4 things. Just kind of moving around. 4 things that they have in there. First thing that they have is a brain. All AI agents need a brain. A large language model. Could be ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok. Really doesn't matter. This is the brain of the AI tool. If you use free or smaller or older models, know that that will impact the performance of the output. Not all models are the same, for example. So in this one, we're using 4.0 mini. Don't feel overwhelmed if you're like, oh my God, I don't know which model to choose. Just default 4.0 mini, real simple. It's like really, it's honestly like this or an 0.3 kind of like, where basically it's like, you're either going, oh, it's 0.1 they still have here. Okay, 0.1. So it's like, if you want a generalist, 4.0 mini works great. If you want like, yo, I'm going to give you I need stuff for like critical thinking, kind of has critical thinking, not really. That's going to be like a 0.1 model. So you could choose the brain of it. While we're here, the next thing that's in here is also, let's see here. It's not added, but it's actually the brain of the GPT. Oh, that's for the model. That's why. This is actually the agent. There we go. That's why. So the brain is going to determine when you give it a task or goal, the brain is going to say, oh, I got the goal. I got the task or tools. So you wanted me to do this with these tools. I'll figure it out. That's what it's going to do, basically. We do need to give our AI agent, it's optional, but memory. If it has to like run a series, like if like when you go to ChatGPT and you have a conversation, like how much of the previous conversation do you want it to remember as you continue to talk with it? That's what memory does. Memory says, hey, we've been talking, I've sent you a bunch of commands or prompts, basically. I want you to remember our previous conversations so that we can continue, because that's important. I want you to remember because I'm going to give you some important details to reference later or something like that. That's memory. It drag and drops, super easy. The last one is, or second to last, is tools. So tools, tools could be anything. It could be update your Gmail, update your calendar, update Google Sheet, update Go High Level, send an email notification, read my calendar, read my email, write an email. It could be any action for any tool, basically, that's out there. This one is called SERP API. It's basically functions like Google. Hey, go do a Google search, basically. I don't know if the key is search the web for Jonathan Acuna. I don't think the API. So I gave it a command and see how it's trying to figure out, go back and forth. Oh, my API key does work, actually. It does? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. It actually does work. Wow, I haven't opened this automation in a while. That means I have an API key, which is a secret login that only computers can use to log into each other. That means this guy, my account is still active. Actually, that's pretty cool. So when I give it a test, I'm going to chat with it, and I'm going to say, hey, GPT. All right, hey, there we go. Hey, AI agent that I just made. I want you to search the web for me, Jonathan Acuna. Search the web. Go search the web and figure it out. That's all I'm going to give it. That's the only instruction and goal that I gave it. And if we do it again, watch the action. I just like looking at the animation. Watch the animation. You're going to see this when it does the little circle, it means it's processing. And then you'll see the communication go to the model light up first. And then the model is going to figure out, oh, wait, I have this tool. Then you'll see this light up. And then you'll see it go back again to make sure that did you complete the task? It's like, yeah, I completed the task. And then the model is going to send a conversation response back to the chat. Sorry if that was, sorry if I, sorry, real quickly. Chat message goes to the model. The model says, hey, how should I figure it out with the tools? It will go use the tool, confirm that the process is done, and then send the response back to the message to say, hey, I finished the job, boss. Here's what I found, for example. So I'm going to just in the chat put that again, because this tool just searches. It's just like a Google search. That's all it does. So if I search for myself, watch the animation. See, it goes to the brain, then it goes to the tool, and it do it back. It does it real fast. So it says, hey, I found a brief description of Jonathan Acuna, who assists overwhelmed entrepreneurs in breaking free from trading time for money by using effective AI automation. I wonder where he got that information from. If you need more detailed, specific information, we can get that. Let me know. So building an AI chatbot to go search the web for, it could be, hey, go find me the top 5 news articles that came out today related to my niche or industry, and then turn that into a LinkedIn post and then automatically post that on LinkedIn without me having to do that, and run this once a day so that I don't have to post on LinkedIn anymore. Wouldn't you like a content automation bot that you could create? That's what you're looking at here. The only difference is just connecting it to those social media and doing that. You can have a bot create your social media content on autopilot using AI agents, because that's the whole point of AI agents, is building building AI agents to replace AI employees. I'll say the thing that no one wants to say out loud. Let's be honest. That's what they're going to be designed to do, to replace full-time workers. So you either be on the side where you're the one creating the AI agents and have job security, or you're going to get replaced by a 25-year-old kid who knows how to build AI agents using NAN and is going to replace you. So just giving you a little forethought before it happens. That's why it's very important to know why NAN is so popular, because people are literally going in, or they're promoting people internally that are NAN experts that can then go into the business and literally streamline the whole business. Because going forward, businesses, this also applies to all the 9-to-5ers as well too, businesses are going to downsize. The teams that you are on are going to get smaller. You think you're overworked now and burnt out. Oh, you have no idea the amount of work that's coming on down the road for the same position that you're in, because that's the world that we're like so you have to upskill yourself using these AI tools just to stay up to date, then to look to start capitalizing on the new opportunity, for example. So it is, and it's going to be mandatory. I wish I could say it. And also, I don't want to doom and gloom kind of thing, but you guys are massively behind. I'm like, I just need you guys to take this seriously. Trust me. So these are AI agents. I know, a little doom, but it's the reality. You guys need to be aware of this. This isn't a game kind of thing. You need to take AI seriously, because it will literally make or break. Either 2025 is going to be profitable for you, or 2025 is going to be another year in the grind where you're like, oh, I hate my life. I wish things were different. So AI agents, they're pretty easy to build, but these are just one of the type of automations that you could build. Again, having tool expertise, NAN really isn't going to go away anytime soon. And I'd rather put people learn NAN than try and put them in Make.com. There's also Make.com, but I'd recommend NAN. That's very important, for example. Cool. So real rapid fire. Last one real quick. Just some notable mentions real quick. What do you guys think of Zapier and automation? Put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, I could use some Zapier and NAN AI agents in my business to do a lot of work. I have a lot of work that they can do so that you could work smarter and not harder. Cool. Okay, just honorable mentions, just so you're aware of them, especially when it comes to graphic design, images, mock-ups, videos, and so forth. Midjourney is the de facto gold standard. Nice. I see more than NAN than just that, or I see more NAN than Zap. Oh yeah, for sure. I just throw people in Zapier just to give them a quick wins because you'll get confidence that you can then transfer over the NAN. NAN does have a very high learning curve. This is Midjourney, and Midjourney is an image and video generation tool. It's probably the gold standard that's out there. Like for also more best bang for your buck as well too. So if you have to create images for mock-ups of products, of services, commercials, ads, going forward, most of the commercials that you're going to see and also ads on social media is most likely going to be generated using AI. It's going to be the trend going forward. They're going to be using like VO3 and Midjourney, and there's quite a few other ones. There's Kling, for example. But just know that it's really helpful to know how to actually prompt any of these tools, because it's much different than just using ChatGPT. The difference, this is also very important, the difference between a beginner and advanced person is going to come down to their prompt. The language that they use to give the instruction to the large language model or tool to do the job. The quality of the output is always dictated based on the quality of the input. Poor input in, poor input out. Good input, good prompt out. And the reason why we teach Midjourney is because you get a lot when you create AI videos. You're gonna go through a lot of like rough drafts, let's call it. And so other tools are going to ding you for basically credits and stuff like that. Like, so economically, like Midjourney is going to be the best because everyone is like, I would love to use a VO3 for everyone too. There's also VO3, but at $250 a month plus a limited number of renders, I think a month, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't make it like a fully usable tool. You're going to be using a lot of other tools with VO3. This is the best AI video generation tool. I know now they're all doing these unboxing kind of things, which is actually kind of wild. There's the new Kia ones, which is like really wild. So you're eventually going to be using most likely as a mixture of these tools, which is basically like Kling, Midjourney, there's Runway, there's Luma Labs, there's quite a few other ones that are out there. This is wild. Yeah, these whole things is, don't trust anything you see online. That is everything there. Awesome. I want to save the last 30 minutes just for Q&A, because now I just want to rapid fire questions. I've shown you guys most of the most dangerous tools. We started with custom GPTs. We went through Lovable. We did a little bit of Zapier, NAN. There's a lot of other tools, also GenSpark as well too. Please take a screenshot right now of these tools right here. These are like the most important ones that I highly recommend, that are like, if you are serious about AI and really want to invest in AI tools, like which are the best of the best, put these in your tool set and you're going to be very dangerous. Highly recommend. And then if for some people that are on here that are like, yo, John, I can't afford all those tools, don't worry. These are all the free best AI tools. And the reason why is because they're the best in each category. So you've got the best app builder, study partner, LLM, image generation, video generation, chatbot, search the web, AI note-taking tool. Like all of these tools that you see right here are completely free and also can have a huge impact, like significantly, just learning how to use these tools. So you've got both. You've got the ones that are free and you got the ones that are paid. Know the difference between each one, because the goal is I want you guys to be just know which of the different tools that are out there that are useful, so that you can choose the right tool for the job and not just de facto to ChatGPT or like Grok or Copilot. It's like you know which are the better tools that are out there, and then of course improving your prompting. Awesome. Put a number 1 in the chat if you found that valuable. Put a number 2 in the chat if you're like, nah, I'm still clueless. What is AI? But if put a number 1 in the chat, you're like, yo, I learned some really good goodies. I have a lot of new ideas. I can start using GenSpark. I could start using Zapier. I could start playing with And I'm going to give you guys one special bonus right now. Since you guys stayed to the very end, I'm going to give you guys a very special bonus. I'm going to give you my favorite AI tool. And also it's super helpful too. Like it's probably the like MVP. So since you guys, Midjourney is not on the list just because it's not free. But if you're looking for free or like paid, these are the best paid tools that I would start with, the top 8. Then I would graduate into, we also have, these are just 8, just so you guys are aware. I'm going to give you a special one right now. These are, how many? 14. These are 14 other specialty tools, but I'm just going to glance through them because I don't want to overwhelm you. But just know, because we have courses on 24 of the best AI tools, but know that you don't have to know all of them. It's always just what's specific to your role. And then putting together a suite of tools. Like, what is your recommended tool suite is the most important question you should ask. Like, what, and it's usually probably about 5 tools. What 5 tools do you need that are AI that can help you increase productivity, make better decision making, work smarter, not harder, get work done faster, easier, less effort. So that's where it's like, just know, pick 5 of your tools, and then that's basically going to be like the main thing. You want to go deep into them. I highly recommend it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a special bonus since you guys are staying to the very end, and I truly appreciate that. I'm going to give you a MVP AI tool that is surprisingly, is actually more used than the other tools. This one is called Cider. So Cider, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. We'll end on this one. Cider is an AI tool that solves a specific problem. Every AI tool that you use, the problem is, if I want to talk to AI, I got to open another tab. I got to go to chatgpt.com. I got to wait for it to load. I got to start a conversation, and then I got to ask it a question like, summarize this sentence, something simple, or something like, ChatGPT just clunked. Everyone's signing on to ChatGPT right now. Everyone's like, yo, I got work to do. ChatGPT. ChatGPT's like, dang, no days off for ChatGPT. That time it takes to open a tab, log in, drop in the prompt for the question that I have, that takes a ton of time, although it doesn't seem like that much, but that time adds up, where I just have a quick question and I just need to quickly get access an AI so I could summarize, rewrite, brainstorm, research, answer a question, for example. So that's where Cider comes in. Cider is about $10 a month. That's it, $10. But what it does is actually really dope. So if I'm on a document, like I say, these top 10 AI tools. So I'm on this document page in Notion, and I'm like, man, I really want to organize and rewrite these in more context. That's a job for AI. I don't want to go to another tab and log in and give that a ChatGPT and switch between different tabs. Man, if only I had AI in this window, and I do, because Cider unlocks a secret hidden window. It's a Chrome extension, basically. And what it does is that it gives you access to an AI tool. Actually, it gives you access to all the AI tools right here. So actually, if I open this up, so you get access to all the best AI models, your ChatGPT, your Claude, your Gemini. I don't know why it's just duplicating this right there. There we go. Okay, cool. So you have access to your ChatGPT, your Claude, your DeepSeek, your Gemini. Kimi is a fun one. Grok, O3. So you have access to all of the models for your $10 subscription. Then you could quickly ask any question here. So I could just say, hey, when you highlight something on a page too is actually really dope. So if I highlight the sentence and I go over to here in my AI tool, it's already selected the AI or all the sentence that's already selected. So it's already, it says, hey, you want to talk about that thing that you selected? And you're like, yeah. Add context for each tool. So it sends it to ChatGPT 4. And then I get my answer and I'm like, you know what? This looks good. I'm going to take this and just copy this. And I'm just going to paste it right here. I didn't leave the tab. I didn't have to log in the ChatGPT. I didn't have to choose which AI tool I should go for. I just have a quick task. That's what Cider does. Cider improves your writing and gives you quick access to an AI tool, whether you're in the browser or whether you're not in the browser. What do you mean, John? What do you mean not in the browser? Isn't this only to Chrome? No, this is actually really cool. So here, by the way, I could take a sentence here, any sentence, because remember, Cider is it's basically a writing, it's almost a writing assistant that improves your writing. Here, I could highlight any sentence. Let's say I typed out the sentence and I'm like, oh my God, there's a lot of spelling errors and everything, and it's too wordy. I wish I could summarize that. All I do is highlight it. This little pop-up right here is Cider. And when I click improve, it's a pre-made prompt that will improve the sentence that I highlighted, fix the grammar, make me sound smart, and then I'll just click replace. And it rewrote that sentence, fixed the grammar, made it sound perfect, made me sound smarter, and then replaced it in 2 button clicks. Highlight, click improve, click replace, improved. So, and I didn't even have to leave the browser. It's all inside of whatever browser that you're using, for example. And then, by the way, this is actually really cool. Let's say I am not in Chrome right now. So let's say, let me just close these guys out. Let's say I'm just on my regular desktop, blank desktop. Man, I wish I could talk to AI real quick. Oh, I got to open a Chrome tab. I got to log in. I just have a quick question. So then Cider gives you a superpower that gives you a shortcut, keyboard shortcut, that if I press Option space, pops up an AI asking bar right here. I don't even have to be in a browser, or I could be in a browser. It really doesn't matter what app you're in. I could quickly summon my AI tool and I could do deep research. I could be like, who is Jonathan Acuna? Or I could rewrite this or do deep research with the web for this. There's a web feature right here. So I could search the web for something like web access. I got to upgrade to, which is like, hey, you want to upgrade to get that web access? I haven't got the $10 a month plan. So everything I've been showing you is on the free plan, basically. But it will do web search, actually Option space. So you could chat with this and be like, give me 3 AI tools for entrepreneurs. And then it's going to give me 3 tools. So I could talk with AI in a second without having to log in or do anything, get a quick answer, search the web on a topic, learn something, answer something. And then also Cider comes out on the right-hand side. It could be any side, really doesn't matter. And I could chat with AI without having to be in a browser. I could be on any application. So that's Cider. That's my special gift to you. That's there. Yeah, so Cider, one of very powerful tools. It's a writing assistant at the end of the day. Cool. Put number 1 in the chat if you've learned something new in this AI webinar. I think we learned a ton. We went through a lot of stuff. If you found something valuable, just put number 1 in the chat. Put your favorite tool that you liked, the new one, in the chat. If you like GenSpark, Custom GPTs, Midjourney, Zapier, NAN, Cider. Put your favorite tool in the chat that you're like, yo, I'm going to sign up for Cider today, or I'm going to sign up for Midjourney, or I'm going to sign up for NAN. Very nice. Awesome. Cool beans. Well, yes, I'm Jonathan Acuna. I do this every single week to teach you guys AI. Every Sunday is going to be a little bit different, but roughly the same per se. For those of you that want to join the AI community, where we have courses, training, weekly mentorship on all of these tools and more, we have like 24, I think it is, which is kind of insane. Let me give you guys a little tour of what's inside the AI community. If you missed it, you kind of have to wait till next week or join the community. Diamonds, unfortunately. This show is not recorded. You will not get the recording after. It's more for you guys. For showing up and spending time and actually taking time dedication to learn AI. So that's why I want to reward you. So inside the AI community, we have, Jesus, like 24 courses on HeyGen, app building, productivity, content, like literally all of the AI tools that go through everyone that we mentioned, plus a lot more. Like this is just one. We also have to do social media, content. It's almost like AI for Netflix, like Netflix for AI. Bob says this was great. Thank you, sir. Are the Sunday trainings always open to check it out? Yes, Sunday trainings will always be free. I don't know how long they will be. They will be eventually automated. So, but yes, they are free going forward, but they won't go deeper kind of thing. What do you recommend for branding business startups? I signed up for your membership a few weeks ago. For branding business startups, you signed up and forgot. Well, let me know if you're able to log in too, for example. So for branding, it's really one is there. We have a custom GPT in the course, for example, that does branding, like does your brand Bible. That's the first thing I would highly recommend and say. Sorry, I'm like there. Let's see, simple. Let me do this real quick. If you guys want to join the community, it's 50% off your first month. So your first month is only $47, and then after that it goes up to $97 a month, and then you're locked into that price forever. We will be raising prices in the next few months to like, I think we're going to do $297. So definitely want to lock in the price. You get access to the whole courses. It's now seriously, you're really more learning for you're joining a network to surround yourself with AI entrepreneurs that are pushing the boundaries of every day. For example. Then side thing, if you guys are interested in I don't have a formal, actually I do actually have a setup. Let me grab this. This is if you complete the courses, you get certificates for each of the tools that you complete. So you can kind of build out your certificates. But if you want to get certified in AI, like it's a 4-week program, just guys. It's a 4-week program, and we're going to go through the top 8 tools, and we're going to go deep so that you can master those tools. And then you'll feel real confident basically being an AI consultant for if you want to do it for your business, your school, or anything like that. That's a whole separate thing. So I'm going to drop this here. So this is a 4-week program. We started at the beginning of every month for a cohort, and we usually cap it around 20 people. So from that, you're going to be in a cohort with roughly 20 students for 4 weeks, where you meet twice a week for 90 minutes, and we're going to go through those top 8 tools. The ones that I just mentioned too. We're going to go through these top 8 tools so that you're proficient in them. You know how to use them. You could recommend the best tool, for example. So we are accredited. We're not accredited. We can't legally say accredited, but we're accredited. We are accredited by Credly, Credly. So you can look up for your certification through Credly, a third-party verification service. Is automate your business with AI included in the community? Yes, we have, because most of the whole community is all mostly entrepreneurs. So everyone in there is already using the tools, courses, the weekly mentorship to start automating their business, whether it be content, whether it be operations, whether it be selling digital products, physical products, services, stuff like that. It's more of applying all of the courses that we have and the tools that we teach so that you can actually use or know how to automate, whether it be NAN, whether it be a CRM, whether it be posting content consistently, stuff like that, how to craft offers, webinars, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is in the community as well too. So good stuff. I am now going to be open for questions kind of thing. So that's roughly the end of the presentation, just to introduce you. If you guys are aware of those 8 tools, you're now caught up to at least what is AI today. And you can now at least know the state of the world, where people are, they're just talking about ChatGPT. You know that the rabbit hole goes a lot deeper. And then we have the community for those people that want to join. And then I'm going to take off that 50% off right after this in about 10 minutes. So that 50% off, I'm going to take off from there too. But now I'm free, answer any questions, and I do appreciate everyone taking time out of their day to learn about AI. And if not, I'll see you guys next Sunday, same time. But I'll answer any questions. MW says, is this part of the course or separate? It's all included. The only thing different, there's just two programs. We have the certification program, which is like AI certified. That's this link. We don't have it on the website, which we got to add it. If you're on, actually, let's do this real quick. If you go to the website, Simple Tech Skills, that would just get you access to the community. I'm going to add the link to the certification program right here. It's there is an application call. So you do have to apply, hop on a call with my team to see if you qualify. And then we'll enroll you in the next cohort. We do cohorts every 4 weeks, usually at the start of the month. And they're only 2 days a week, 90 minutes each commitment. If you can't make one day, don't worry, they're all recorded. And the goal is to get you certified using AI, where you know all of the best AI tools, how to use them, and how to actually leverage them in business or your profession as well too. Right now, I'm just going to add the certification thing for the people on TikTok, the certification link on the website right now. But yeah, any AI questions, please ask them now while I add this. AI certification. Using GenSpark, of course, which is super nice. And there. Okay, so for people on TikTok, if you go to the website, you'll now see the certification. It's a 30-minute application call. We hop on a call, see if you're the right fit, understand your goals, go through the whole program, and then get you enrolled, basically. What's up, man? What exactly to do with AI? What do you sell clients? That's a pretty broad question. AI can be automated for any business. You're pretty much going to work in marketing, sales, or operations, identify their pain points, and then it could be ClickUp, it could be Airtable, it could be a Zapier automation, it could be a Make.com automation. It really depends on what their biggest challenge is. So if you're going into AI automation as like your job or business, you want to be an AI automation consultant, then you need to know two things. One is the tools. You have to know Zapier, NAN, and Make.com. And then you also have to know your niche. What is their biggest pain points? What's their marketing, sales? What's their usual tech stack? Stuff like that, so that you know how to apply. Nika says, are there outside commitments towards earning the certification? In other words, do we work outside of meeting twice a week? Yes, it does require. So the sessions are 90-minute sessions twice a week. So twice a week, 90-minute sessions. There's usually another roughly 45 minutes times 2. So let's just say 2 hours after class, 1 hour before, let's say, each. Because you will have to kind of consume the training course before our workshop. That way we could get the most out of our time. So we kind of break up the training into parts. One part is you'll get access to the course for the lessons for that week. You'll watch those videos, and then when we meet, we're going to do hands-on workshops. We're going to literally get you building, actually start using them, for example. That's one of the biggest things, is that so that the whole time is spent towards building rather than going through a lot of the basics. That way we could get the most out of our time, because it's only a 4-week program. It's very short. We need you to get you upskilled in a short period of time so that you can start using AI as quickly as possible without dragging it on for like multi-months. So hope that helps, Nika. And then the link for that is in the website at the very top. It just says AI certification, and then it shows you all the details, but it takes you to a calendar link where you just book on the calendar. And I think we're going to start our cohort for August pretty soon as well too. I'm going to send out an email blast to everyone so that they can, if you guys want to join. Cool. Any other AI questions? What tool should I use for my job? How do I get started? What is the best tool? What's the difference between this versus that? Lem says, thank you. No, you're welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate you guys. Hope you guys took a lot of notes as well, too. AI changes every single week. I mean, this week we got to teach the community a lot of new AI tools. Oh, we just had 2 people join, too, by the way. So shout out to... We can actually see this was actually really cool. I'll give you guys a tour real quick, too. Mahmoud and Aki and Emmanuel all signed up today. So congratulations to those gentlemen for signing up. On the left-hand side, you have access to all our courses. It's like Netflix that's on demand. We have custom GPTs, ChatGPT, Notion, ClickUp, HeyGen. We pretty much took the best of the best tools and then created courses around the tools to go deep in them, because we don't believe that you need to master 48 different tools. It's usually 5 tools, and then the rest are specialty tools. Like the specialty tools may or may not apply to whatever your niche is, but we teach on the core 5, for example. All your emails that come over say unverified, so I didn't recognize them. No, that's helpful, because yeah, my email tool is not the best for marketing. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I try my best to at least send emails out for alerts for the weekly updates. By the way, we also have weekly classes, live classes in the community, and we have guest speakers too. So we've had 4 weeks so far of members hosting webinars to community members to teach on a subject matter related to AI. And most of all of them have made sales. Actually, all of them have made sales from there too. So they've gotten clients. So fun little thing. Can you rate our funnel? Sorry, not right now. You could sign up. You could. I don't do one-on-one anymore, unfortunately. Everything's now in the community. What do we guys got some good questions. What's the tool to use for root cause electrical components? That's pretty specific for electrical. Already try new agent GPT. I'm not really impressed with ChatGPT's AI agent, GPT agent kind of. There's way more powerful tools that are out there kind of thing than ChatGPT's AI agent kind of thing. That's where there's some really, really more powerful ones. You want to kind of get into, there's some really good tools out there. You kind of want to get into browser use if you really want. Or GenSpark. I think GenSpark has MCP to browser use, which is kind of funny. We got to check that out. So, oh no, it's not this one. They always do a promotion for it. Browser use is very powerful for browser automation. So if you have to automate, if you want AI to automate anything on your website, like actually, or not your website, but actually like, let's say for example, like LinkedIn doesn't allow ManyChat, so you can't like reply to DMs in ManyChat. However, you can use browser use, which is an AI agent, to log into LinkedIn to then respond to comments automatically. So it could detect comments and write custom responses and send those and send lead magnets and stuff like that. So that's a little something there. This is a good question. What's the difference between GenSpark or Manus? Manus is the gold standard when it comes to researching. Manus is incredibly comprehensive. Manus AI. The problem with Manus is that the usage credits, like you're gonna burn through a ton of credits. Like the credit system never made it sustainable per se. That's why GenSpark filled the market. GenSpark came around and gives you much more, roughly the same, for a more affordable price, and you actually get more usage out of it. So if you need like university level comprehensive research, stuff like that, Manus for sure. If you're okay with like college level, I know university and college are the same level, but like regular, we'll call it a community college level, like PhD research. That's a horrible analogy, but like better research, it's like GenSpark's so versatile too. Like GenSpark doesn't hallucinate. You could create websites, presentations, PowerPoint slides. I know Manus is starting to do a lot of that too. But a lot of them now are starting to do the same things, like create apps, search the web, create presentations. Like a lot of them are kind of like doing the same things now, which is kind of interesting. But there will be ones that are better suited for the job than others. Nice, nice, nice. Any last questions? Well, we covered a ton of tools today. That's one of the biggest things. You guys learned a lot. Ooh, Pam. Pam just joined the community. So we have 3 people join the community right now. Congratulations to Pam. Oh yeah, let me give you guys a little tour too. We meet 5 days a week. So congratulations to Pam for joining the community. Pam! Yay! Nice. I'm going to give you guys a way to get a custom roadmap as well too. When you join the community, we have people joining different levels and they want to know where to get started. I'm going to be working on that today. I'm going to be bringing back I have an AI chatbot that knows everything about the community. So I'm going to bring him back so you can chat with him and he'll tell you exactly the roadmap to use, for example. That would be the easiest. Where should you start in the so for everyone that's starting, highly recommend Notion. Before there, okay, there's technically 3 levels to this game. If you guys didn't know, let me give you guys a cheat code or the T. Everyone has to go through computer literacy before they get to AI. What does that mean? There are courses, or let's put it this way, there are tools that are not AI, that are just basic computer literacy, that I could literally 10x your productivity. That I feel, me as an instructor, I feel I need to address that first before we unlock any of the cool things that AI can do, basically. So just to kind of give you guys just a little like background kind of thing, I'm going to give you the whole map when it comes to AI. Like literally this is the entire roadmap when it comes to AI, right here, so that you guys could see. Okay, cool. This is the whole stairway, the whole roadmap, where people start and where people finish when it comes with AI. Not everyone is going to ascend up, because not everyone's an entrepreneur as well too, but know that this is pretty much where do people start and where do people end up. If you really want to continue and progress in the AI space, this is the entire roadmap. And notice how it first starts with computer, Mac. If you're on a PC, you have to understand, you're in a digital world. You're competing with everyone that's also competing with everyone online. It is now it's already been a digital world. So you need to be in like your computer, like literally will dictate how much money you will make. Like for sure. If you're not making that much money, I could tell most likely you have a PC. And it's because of how inefficient PC is. I've coached over 500 entrepreneurs. Every single one that has a PC, we've wasted the entire 1 to 2 hour coaching session just trying to troubleshoot the computer before we even touch any of the AI stuff. So that's where I'm like, if I want to make you 100 times more dangerous and competitive online so that you can make more money, you could earn more, you could be an industry leader so that you could crush your competition, we need to start with the fundamentals first. So that's why the way I've kind of created the whole curriculum in the community, we'll start with both Mac mastery. I'll show you how to set up a Mac so that when you touch a computer, you're already 10 times faster easily. Then we'll start adding the AI tools on top of it, so just know, so then we add the software and productivity tools. What are the right 5 tools? There's probably 5, roughly. It's average, it's not mandatory, but there's roughly 5 AI tools that are going to be your daily drivers. We need to figure out what those are for your job or for your career and business, and then start training you on those. Then the rest is for entrepreneurs. Everything above this is just entrepreneur stuff, meaning then you're going to add AI to your marketing system to help with lead gen, qualification, content, all of that. You're going to use AI in your content generation, content processing, creating videos, creating images, script writing, strategy, all of that. Then you're going to get into automations, which is your Zapier, your Make.com, your NAN. By the way, the difference between, we had a good question here. What is the difference between Make.com and Zapier? Zapier is 100 times easier to use than all the other automation tools. It has a lot of, the reason why, now, the caveat with Zapier is you're going to pay a nice pretty penny. It's not that expensive, but it is expensive in the automation world. You're going to pay a pretty penny for that convenience, but I'd rather you get the automation working faster and get that win than try and optimize for cost later on. When you optimize for cost in your automation, now the automation that you got working and proved it in Zapier, then move it to Make.com and save some money. That's basically what you're doing. So Zapier and Make.com fundamentally do the same thing. The only difference is usually the cost that you're going to switch from one tool to the other. Make has a higher learning curve though, almost 3 times harder to learn than Zapier. That's why I put all beginners on Zapier as their first automation tool to master, because it just always works. Like, it's always a go-to that you could most likely, when it comes to automation, you could knock it out pretty quickly without wanting to throw your computer out the window and troubleshooting. That's where, like, Make.com, you're optimizing for cost. Same thing with Zapier. Same thing with NAN. NAN, you want the feature of agents. You also want to reduce the cost of your automation by self-hosting. And you want to add, those are really the main 2 features of when it comes to like automations as well too. We got some great questions. Bob says, Jonathan, this is the roadmap for all members. Not all members, because not all members go all this way. This is just the entire roadmap that you can go technically. We do have courses on everything you see here. We technically do have courses on the entire roadmap, but just know that you don't have to complete the whole roadmap. Not everything applies. We have some business owners come in that just use it for their content, use it for their marketing, improve their personal productivity, maybe build a chatbot, voice agent, AI agent, something like that. So it really depends on your use case. You're not like, the main goals, what I want you to do or have is like a couple levels. Level 1 is improve your computer literacy, meaning when you touch a computer, you know how to use every feature of the Mac so that you're super productive, like very important. Then we're going to look at what's the next 5 AI tools that you need to master for your job or for your business. Those are your daily drivers. Then we'll go into specialty tools. Specialty tools mean you may want to create an AI avatar for creating content because you're like, I don't want to be on camera anymore. I wish there was an easier way. Well, we can use a tool like HeyGen to basically clone you so that your clone shows up on camera and you don't have to be on camera. For example, this is my AI avatar. He's a clone. I didn't get on camera. I didn't say the script. I didn't record this. This is all done through HeyGen. We have this course in the community already, but this won't apply to everyone. Just know that, because this is like, some people want to learn HeyGen, some people don't. Jonelle, welcome, Jonelle, to the community. We just had a new member join the community. Welcome everyone to the new community members. Let's see here. So yeah. New members to the community, congratulations. Welcome. By the way, for everyone too, I need you guys, there, you're on Zoom, nice. Let me just real quickly show you guys the calendar. This is important. So in the app, play the video, sorry. We have a lot of ADHD. Here we go. This is my AI avatar.
The future of AI wearables just got a game changer. Meet the Omi Dev Kit 2, an open source AI necklace designed to summarize your conversations and create a personalized AI assistant that actually remembers everything. No subscriptions, fully compatible with iPhone and Android, and backed by an open source community. Omi streams audio to your phone, transcribes it, and securely stores it in the cloud or locally. And get this, it's the cheapest AI wearable on the market. But here's the big...
I did not get on camera. I did not get dressed up. I did not record that script. I did not edit it. I didn't have to do any of that. All of that is my AI avatar clone using, it's actually a trained avatar. So when you, so let me go to the tool. There we go. Nice. So this is the tool I use to create an AI avatar of myself. We have the course in the community on this. It's called HeyGen. HeyGen's sole job is to clone an avatar version of you so that you can make your avatar say whatever you want. Basically, it could be even in your voice, it could be in someone else's voice. You can also create avatars that don't exist but look realistic, and you can use them for the real popular use is what's called UCG ads, which I'll actually show you an example of how businesses are using AI avatars to make more money. I'll show you guys that right now. So this is HeyGen. This is the account where basically you could create AI avatars. I'm going to show you my completed projects so that you can see some completed work from it. This is kind of fun because you can actually dub your content into any language. Yes, any language. I think they have like 70 different languages, if I'm not mistaken. And let me find my Spanish speaking one. There it is. Okay, cool. So this is me speaking Spanish. I speak very little Spanish, let's say, for example. Very little Spanish. Like, yo hablo poquito español. This was a video that was me talking English the entire time. The original video is me talking English the entire time. Uploaded it to GenSpark, selected Spanish, click run, and now I have me speaking Spanish dubbed over.
Has visto 50 videos sobre IA y aún sigues sin dinero. Eso es porque aprender trucos aleatorios de IA no genera ingresos reales. Necesitas estructura y una guía paso a paso, y eso es exactamente lo que obtienes dentro de la comunidad de IA. Todas las plantillas, entrenamientos y soporte por solo $1 durante 30 días. Únete hoy.
I did not speak Spanish on that. I didn't record that. I didn't get on camera. I didn't even write the script. I just took one of my existing videos, spoken in English, dropped that into HeyGen, and HeyGen translated that into Spanish for me. I paid for HeyGen but couldn't find as many AI generated avatars. So actually they do. So, and they have actually quite a few. But the main thing too is also you technically should be creating your own AI avatars. For example, this is a good example. She does not exist. It's just a photo of an ideal avatar, a client that we could run ads on. She does not exist. She was created using prompts, just like woman, blonde, makeup, white shirt, just real simple description, kind of like. That was created in GenSpark, which is it's like 90% accurate or like 90% real. Midjourney would have took it a whole nother level, but we didn't do that for this example. We were at this time we were creating UCG AI avatar ads. We were creating AI avatars of our ideal client to save scripts to run paid ads on, for example. So she doesn't exist, but we actually used her for running ads.
Learn how to easily start, scale, and automate your business with AI in just 30 days for $1. Get a clear step-by-step blueprint to use AI to automate your marketing, sales, lead generation, and social media to scale faster and have more freedom, even if you've never used AI. Click below to join 155 entrepreneurs getting ahead using AI or get left behind. Offer expires in 24 hours.
Nice. And then John L says, thank you. Been meaning to join for a minute now. I can't waste any more time. Got to take the risk. Got to take my risk now. You're backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, so don't worry. Like you're never out. If anyone's not happy with the program for like 30 days, if you're in any way, just send me an email. It's easy refund. I know it's going to change the game for me, and it's more. Look at it this way. Every week, he's like, nah, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just kidding. But like every week, if you're not playing with AI, you get farther and farther behind. That's one of the biggest scary things. Like AI, 1 week in AI is already, it's like 1 month in AI is already 6 months in the real world. Like being a month behind every week that you fall farther behind, it gets real much harder to catch up. We have a lot of members that come in and already feel a little overwhelmed, and I totally get it. That's why I'm doing 2 programs. One is a certification program if you want to become certified. I'm doing another also accelerator program, just like a crash course. I'm thinking about doing it for like 5 days, live instructor, 5 days, crash course, a little more affordable. Just be on the email list and you'll get that announcement too. But because that's the main game is like, from where everyone is right now, it's like, okay, I need you to just at least mainly learn one tool a week. There's only 8 tools that you have to know about roughly, to get the most out of. And then from there, I mean, those 8 tools are even 3 of the tools. Even if you just use GenSpark and Cider, honestly, that's already going to change how you work. It's already going to give you such an insane. Just using GenSpark alone, it's already like my members are getting job offers, my members are getting promotions, my members are getting clients, my members are making more money because of GenSpark. Because it's so powerful to like help them in their career, in their business, give them such an insane competitive advantage. So if you could splurge on just like one AI tool out of everything, go GenSpark and you won't be disappointed. By the way, I think I have a code for you guys. Let me just put it here. This is a code for 1,000 free tokens in GenSpark. So I'll give you guys this. It's an affiliate code. I get 1,000 credits. You get 1,000 credits. So it's like a win-win for everyone. So I'll put it in the chat as well too. So it's like, if I had to simplify everything, just start with GenSpark and then you'll get pretty far. Hi, William. But yeah, feel free to ask your questions as well too. Omar, wait, that was spending more time watching it back. Nice. Oh, let me put my TikTok handle. If you guys, I publish a ton of content on both TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube has a ton of content there as well too. And then I go live every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I go live every day. And just like, so if you want to hang out more and do a little bit more of these like live sessions, I go live every day, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then usually I just kind of do like new updates or like one-time tutorials or something like that. It kind of changes a little from here, or it changes every episode. Good questions here. So I just bought a PC. I have to go buy a Mac. And what Mac do you recommend? You can buy anything refurbished, honestly. Like you don't have to get any of the new stuff. Let's go to Amazon. Get anything it's really the memory, because everything fundamentally is ran in the browser. Let's be honest. Everything that you want to touch AI is usually going to be some browser, some website, basically. So if you have at least a Mac M1, at least an M1 with 16 gigabyte of RAM, that's enough. That's enough to be dangerous. You could get that on, they have the Mac Minis. You could get any Mac laptop, honestly. Doesn't have to be new. Just whatever, honestly, whatever fits your budget is like the easiest. You could get these Mac Minis, which are like super affordable. Like these are, if you just want to be desktop, I'd go for Mac Mini. If you want to be a little more mobile, Mac. If you want like, hey, I'm good, like I could build anything kind of thing, then get like a MacBook Pro M4, 32 gigabyte kind of thing. So just whatever fits your budget, honestly. Does this program walk through users how to automate their own system? Everyone's systems is different. We show you how to build the most efficient type of systems. Like it could be for lead generation, could be for content, could be for productivity, could be for task and project management for operations. So they're not going to be specific to your systems that we teach, but we have tools to help you build the best systems to streamline anything in your business relatively. Diamonds is like, me too, just got a new laptop, return it and get a Mac. Trust, it's gonna last. It's not a PC versus Mac kind of thing. It's like literally Macs are way more optimized to actually work in the digital world. PCs, there's no way I could help you like make money online or use anything with AI. Like it's like getting in a car and driving to Vegas. Like everyone's driving a Ferrari with a Mac, meaning they'll get there faster, and everyone at the PC is like gonna walk there. And it's like you pay for it in PCs seem cheap on the front end, but what you don't see is you pay for it in the time lost throughout the year trying to do things inefficiently kind of thing. So got it. Thanks. The Pearl GenSpark. Yep. If I had one tool, just go GenSpark. Super simple. GenSpark, did you say coin or token was a credit? Great question. GenSpark is a credit system. It's similar to a token system, meaning the more you use it, the more you burn credits. You get GenSpark. Here's 2 pro tips. Number 1, definitely want to use the affiliate link that I gave you. If you guys need that affiliate link, let me know. 1, that will get you 1,000 free credits. The other thing too is, am I not logged into GenSpark? I thought I was. Yeah, I'm logged in. Cool. They run on a credit system, so you can see how many credits you get. Pretty much 10,000 credits a month. They do not roll over, meaning if you don't use all your GenSpark credits for that month, you lose them and it resets to 10,000 every single month. Pro tip: once you sign up for GenSpark, and you're a content creator or entrepreneur as well too, highly recommend to create GenSpark content and put your affiliate link underneath it. So I have a video. If you go YouTube and you type GenSpark tutorial, let's see how well this works, how well you're ranking in SEO. This is actually kind of fun. I should be second. Come on. Oh, I'm at 3rd place. Dang it. I'm 3rd place. Top 3. That's okay. If you create GenSpark videos and then put your link in the bio for the affiliate link, sign up, you will get free tokens when people watch your videos on YouTube. Granted, it's a good video as well too. Highly recommend it. As I have a PC, maybe that's could be something. Most probably trust. Oops, I didn't mean to send that. Apparently, when you hold enter too long, comments. Oh, I say this why it takes me. Yeah, it's like, and it's not. It's like I get like PCs are cheap in a sense that they're affordable. That's really what it is. But when you're competing online where everyone's playing with these these cool tools, there's actually like 2 levels to the game that you got to jump through before you play or take full advantage of AI that no one's talking about. Number 1 is computer literacy. We got to get you on a better computer that's more efficient, that's easier to use. And then second is we need to show you we need to increase your personal productivity as well too. Like, what are the software tools on top of that? For example, hey Devin, good to see you. Yeah, and that's where the reason why I've started my community is because I want to address, like, start you guys from scratch. Like, I want you guys to know how to use Mac all the way through. Then there's productivity. There's a productivity tools that will 10x your productivity that aren't AI, like task managers, password management, digital notebook like Notion. Like, those are really powerful tools that are fundamentals that I'm going to show you how to use first before we get into ChatGPT and all those. And here's the reason why. For example, before AI was a thing, before AI ever came out, or not ever came out, but within the last, like, say 5 years, before AI was a thing, everything shifted over and everyone had to become what's called like a knowledge worker, meaning that, oh my gosh, there is so much information, notes, files, websites, both in your work, your school, and your life, trying to manage all of those notes. We all have a notebook somewhere, some scratch piece of paper that we have a never-ending to-do list, for example. So within the last 5 years, there's so much information. That's why so many people are burnt out, overwhelmed, mentally like drained, also brain fog. The reason why is because you're overloaded with too much information that your brain cannot physically handle. Physically, it cannot handle and store all the tasks and projects you have to do, but between your work and your personal life, for example. So there are I'm going to give you guys a gift right now. This is going to be great. Okay, so you guys are listening. There are 2 tools that will dramatically change how you work efficiently, and they're not AI. Very simple, which is great. And they're the 2 tools I teach every entrepreneur before they come into the program, or even when I work on one-on-one with them, for example. I need to give you 2 superpowers. One superpower that you can remember any fact, any note, any resource. I'm going to give you infinite memory as one superpower. And that's going to be done through Notion. And I'll do a demo. The second superpower I need to give you is I need to give you the ability to manage infinite amount of projects and tasks and not feel overwhelmed. basically, that to-do list that you have. And that's going to be through a tool called TickTick. Notion is like $9 a month. TickTick is, I think, is like I think it's $4 a month. So they're not that expensive. But what they will be able to do for everyone on this call will literally transform how you work so that you're not stressed out. You're always on top of things. You're never burnt out. You're never behind. You never freak out because you're like, oh my God, there's 48 things I have to do. How do I prioritize? Da, 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 da. Okay. So what I'm going to show you for the next 10 minutes is going to be absolute gold, and it's going to transform it. I'm going to give you guys all the secrets right now. Number one is learning Notion. Now, here's a pro tip. Please don't go to YouTube and try and learn Notion. Everyone on YouTube has Notion wrong, 1000%. It's going to confuse you. It's going to be overwhelmed. They have 14 different templates and frameworks you don't need. Trust. I've bought all of them. I've been using Notion for like 9 years. Like, I've bought all of them. I built the most complex, blah, blah, blah. But I have ADHD. I have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and I manage it with no medication. The reason I'm able to manage it with no medication is because of systems. Systems are defined by tools and routines. So I have tools like Notion and TickTick, and routines, how I use them, that now give me a superpower of infinite memory and infinite superpower to do tasks and projects, basically, like effortless, like task and project management. Technically it falls under time management if you really want to get nerdy into it. So the first tool I'm going to teach you is how to actually properly use Notion. You do have to pay for Notion. It's like $9 a month. They do have a free plan, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. Notion solves one problem, the problem of memory overwhelm. It's basically a digital notebook, just to keep it simple. That's all it is, where you can store documents, files, notes, videos, resources, journals, anything that's important, information, PDF files, images, videos, whatever, anything that's important. The rule is, and there's a rule, you give it to Notion. It's like hot potato. Anything that I feel is important, I know I immediately have to stop what I'm doing and give it to Notion. Because if Notion remembers it, it's forever in my brain, and Notion is your second brain. Your second brain that never forgets. And also, it's also very helpful too. It's like, okay, so now I'm not going to go into roughly how to build Notion per se, but I'm going to give you the one template right here. That's the only template that you need, for example. Because the rule is, and everything's grounded in because I have ADHD. That's why I use these tools, because they unlock superpowers that I have a deficiency with, like poor memory, lack of time management or productivity, or even executive functions, which is planning. All of those weaknesses that I have with ADHD, I complement them with tools and routines, or apps and routines, so that my systems are actually give me more superpowers than if I didn't have the deficiency, kind of thing. So what you're seeing in Notion is the only template that you need to manage your entire work and business life. It is one database, which also just means a list. That's all it is, just a list. In this one list is everything that's in my brain, basically. Everything is a page, and in each page can store any type of information. I'm going to say, for example, you've seen me reference the list of the top 10 tools. Top 10 AI tools in my head. If I had to walk down the street and try to recall them, I would not be able to recall them. I would be like, I stop at 6 and 7. I'd be like, it starts with a G. I can't remember. It's something G something. Can I have my computer, please? Like, I need a cheat code. So if it's important and I reference it over and over, I'm going to give it to Notion. So Notion, if I'm going to search, I'll be like, hey, Notion, there's something in here with the word tools. Can you search, just like a global search, in my brain for anything with the word tools? And if I've recently used it, can you put that towards the top? That would be awesome. And Notion's like, yeah, no problem. I got that. Here you go. Here's the top 10 list. You were recently using it, so it's at the top of the list. So that's the goal, is that you can quickly give it to Notion, just dump it, and then quickly retrieve it when you need it most. That's the whole point of Notion. Quickly store it, image, video, text, whatever. And then when you need to retrieve it, like, oh my God, I quickly need to find the top 10. Okay, I'm gonna go to this page. I'm gonna type top 10. Oh, there it is. And I found it. 5 seconds. Not panicking, not freaking out, not going, where's that file? Is it in the drawer? Is it in that notebook? What page is it? I can't find it. So, and then you can see I have images in here. You can see I have lists in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see I have information that's nicely organized with headers and footers and stuff like that. Now, here's a fun fact. In order for your brain to store short-term information into long-term permanent information, that process, that is to store information for like forever in your brain, you have to do what's called let me go spatial rabbit. It's a fancy word for flashcards, basically. You have to use flashcards or a system that stores information so that you could review it, and it's called spatial repetition. Spatial repetition is just a fancy word for just saying the more often you view that information, at some point in time, your brain is going to be like, yo, I keep seeing this. This is obviously important to you, so I should probably remember this. And you're like, yes, brain, I need it for an exam. I'm showing you over and over so that you can actually save it and I can use it later. That's all spatial repetition is, like fancy card. So that's what Notion acts as. Notion says over and over, you're going to review this information. It's easy to find. It's stored in here, so that eventually over time, this will eventually convert into long-term memory, but you always have it as a backup in short-term. So the main things with Notion is a couple things. One is one template to rule them all, which is basically this document template. That way you could quickly store. In here, I have all my notebooks. So notebooks could be a learning topic, like, oh, I'm learning GenSpark, I'm learning filmmaking, I'm learning TikTok strategy, I'm learning Facebook ads or something like that. So all of these are just notebooks. Then I have things that are, because I create courses for the community, the notes for me to create a course. And if I open, I'm just going to pick any one. Actually, this is a good one, make.com. If I open one in it, there are all my notes for all the lessons for one of the courses, for example. And if I go into that lesson, say I want to reteach this course in the future, there's my bullet point notes of topics I have to cover. And then if I click this link, it's going to take me to some specific website where I think it's the reference source material, basically. So it takes me links to the website of where I need it. So everything is right here. Let me show you a little more built out one to kind of show you how much you could put, kind of in a sense that, let's do, affiliate program. So I recommend a lot of tools. A lot of these tools have affiliate programs. I need a place to save all the important details of each tool's affiliate program, plus the website link, plus the offers. That's a lot of information. I don't want to store any of that in my brain. So I'm going to create one page in Notion called, and the rule is be kind to your future self. So you want to spam it with all sorts of keywords, because you may not remember affiliate program, but you're like, something tools, something programs, something whatever, for example. So the more keyword, that way, because you'll find it usually without using AI, just like global search. It's like search, basically. So in this infinite page, I have things like a table of contents. So here I could quickly see the forest from the trees. So I see all the different programs. I could click on any one and it will take me to that page. Here's an example of a section that relates to the table of contents, the link, any notes, and then also screenshots. So these are just screenshots, and this repeats. I have the tool, I have my affiliate link code, I have a screenshot from their website for what the offer is, and this kind of repeats and repeats. So all of this information is not stored in my brain, is very important, and it's all stored in Notion in the same database that I could find everything both in my life and in my business, for example. I do a lot of public speaking, so they always ask me, hey John, do you have a bio? I don't have a bio anywhere right here, but I keep getting asked it. So I'm like, okay, let me save one in Notion. Hey, Notion, let me go to my brain. Is there anything in here when I search the word bio? I don't know. Let's search my whole brain. Wouldn't you like to Google your brain? I could Google my brain and be like, hey, do you have anything that's in bio? Notion's like, yeah, bro. July 24th, you created this document and apparently it has your whole bio. And it's like, oh, and you have different versions of the bio and you have a longer one, a shorter one, and all of this. And it's like, oh, great. So I don't have to waste time recreating that. So that's why if it's important, it's like hot potato, quickly give it to Notion and it's saved in your brain forever. That's the game. So that's Notion. That's the quick DLDR. Also, just also a really cool thing for all my entrepreneurs too is SOPs. SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. An SOP is basically a checklist for how to do any task or project. That's all it is. In business, it's very common because you got to do a lot of repeat tasks over and over again. So now, for example, this is a obscure tool, MadMapper. Don't have to know what it is, but it's a tool I use only once a year. Once a year, I'm going to open up this tool and I want to use it, but I don't use it that often to like remember how to use it. So this is just an example of creating a list in Notion for standard operating procedures, which are just instructions, how to do I have instructions how to do my taxes, honestly, for how simple, because I don't want to waste any brain power. The time it takes to be like, oh, what's step one, what's step two, that's inefficient. If it's a repeatable task and I have to do it again at some time in the future, I'm going to create an SOP. I'm going to be very kind to my future self 1 month, 6 months from now, and I'm going to give him all of the details so that he can do this again. Whenever you have an aha moment and you just figure out how to use a new tool, for example, and you're like, oh my God, I was troubleshooting for an hour and I finally figured out how to use it. Be kind to your future self and record a tutorial for your future self. So this is a video of how to use the tool. It's only 3 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing. But as soon as I know how to use it, I'm going to record, talk to my future self, say, hey, here's how to do that one thing so that I can remember fast and execute.
Hello, in this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use MadMapper. Okay, so we got a brand new project. Let's connect our projector.
There's no tutorials on YouTube for this app kind of thing. So I have to remind myself like, hey, John, here's step one, here's step two, here's how to use it. And I only use this tool like once a year kind of thing. So that's where, but it's such a time saving because now I don't have to waste time trying to figure out, oh man, how do I use this again? What do I press first? How do I get that everything? So everything I'm showing you is in Notion. Notion is the one tool I recommend everyone learn, which basically shows you guys how to store everything in your second brain. It's literally it's going to be your brain. Everything right now is you need to have a digital notebook, unfortunately, kind of thing to work in the world. Glad you're enjoying it, Devin. That's amazing. Hell yeah. Yes, if you have ADHD, the best. We do kind of have a lot of the tools are ADHD friendly in the sense that you have to know them, especially if you have ADHD or if you're an entrepreneur as well too, kind of thing. Because our brain doesn't have enough capacity to store all the things that we need. And two, we're horrible at time management. So we need an app to manage our time, which is going to segue into our next tool, which everyone is called TickTick. That's not it. TickTick, I know these names are so weird, so random, so weird. Take a screenshot. TickTick is only $5 a month. When I coach entrepreneurs and they're like, hey John, time management, I want to get a lot done, or I'm juggling too many obligations for work, for business, for life, for everything, and I'm like burnt out and everything. How do I gain clarity on my time? I'm putting out fires all day, stuff like that. The first thing I'm going to do is teach them how to use TickTick. TickTick is solely a to-do list for your work or for your business as well too. You can use it for work as well too. There's nothing, it's very versatile. The important thing about it is that it syncs with your calendar, and it is the only tool on the face of this earth that will give you the ability to time block properly. That is one of the biggest superpowers when it comes to productivity, time management, successful people, is the ability to time block. When you unlock that feature or that ability, which is not hard, it's just routines and TickTick. Once you unlock time blocking, you could literally manage your day down to the hour and literally you'll get more work done in a day than most do in a week. That's what time blocking can do. It's super powerful. So TickTick, I think I even have a TickTick account. So let me quickly just log into my demo account so I could give you guys a tour of it. If you guys are enjoying this, put a number 1 in the chat. I appreciate you guys staying late to learn, to nerd out basically about all these cool things I get to play with. These tools are so powerful. Like, that's all we do is coach people in the community to help you guys like leverage these tools, upskill, play with them, learn how to use them. Pam loves it. Devin uses it, loves it. Nice. Okay, cool. So, Diamonds likes it. Nice. Cool. Okay, so I am logged into a demo account, which actually doesn't really have anything in here. There's nothing in here. All right, I'm going to show you guys mine. Cool. Okay. TickTick runs on any device, Android, Apple, PC, Mac, really doesn't matter. It's agnostic. It will work on any device. The way it structures is you have list. And I can't zoom in this one. Let's see if maybe I could zoom in here. If I sign in on the desktop, I could do my cool zoom in because I like zooming in. That way you guys can see everything. That's my main one. I have like 14 different accounts. Nice. Okay, TickTick. TickTick is purely a task management, and the way it works is nice. Okay, I got everything, so I can zoom in. Enhance. Okay. First thing that you have is lists. Keep it simple. One list for work, one list for personal. Keep it very simple. I have another list for content. Don't worry about that. You don't have to use that. So all my tasks that I have to do, obligations for work and for personal, are in one of these 2 lists, but they're in TickTick. So they're not stored in my brain. They're not causing me stress, anxiety, burnout, whatever. So this, if I go to work, these are a list of projects that I have to do, or tasks and projects. I'm going to just pick up, what's a good one? Webinar funnel? Okay, webinar funnel. This is a good one. So this task, webinar funnel, I have to build a webinar funnel, which I actually do. This was due 17 days ago. Oh my gosh, it's behind. So let's fix that. Let's change the date to make it due. I'm gonna start working on it probably today. So I changed the due date to today. I don't have time much to go into this, but in the course, we teach you how to do bullet notation to actually properly document a task so that it has everything you need right here, so that if you pick up this task 6 months, a year from now, you'll know exactly how to execute on it with 0 effort. Kind of thing. So there's a specific bullet notation. Forgive me, I just don't have time to kind of like dive into it. But the main goal is that we teach you how to properly document a task so that it has every detail that's necessary. So either you or someone else, also when you get into delegation, it will teach you how to actually delegate tasks and actually how to document tasks so that when it comes to doing a big project like build a webinar funnel, that's a big project. That's going to take like a week to do. But so if it's going to take a week to do, I could chip away at it a little bit a day. So that's why having the goal and then any details. So because I'm going to come to this task from another task, I'm going to be like, wait, what are we trying to do here? What's the goal? And you're like, oh, John, hey, by the way, we're trying to build a webinar funnel. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What's the whole funnel? Oh, yeah. By the way, John, it's going to be the ad to the webinar, to the 5-day challenge, to this, like this is going to be the structure. Oh, that's right. I remember. I was like, okay, cool. What have I done for this? Oh, apparently I made the lead pages and I changed the website. Okay. What do I have to do next? Oh, here's some things I have to do next. I have to create a webinar landing page, and then once that task or project's done, then I'll move on to the next projects. Rebuild sales page or build the product page. So this is basically a very complex project that's broken down into small group tasks so that you can literally see the entire project right here. And here's the important part. Glad you're enjoying it, Devin. the important part is the last task is defined as what's called done. Meaning, if I check this last box off, that means this whole project is done. I will not spend another second thinking about it. I'm going to hit the OK button, the done here, and I'm going to quickly move to the next task. So when you write your tasks, you write from step 1, what's the first thing you have to do, to step done. And you do all of this. This is called just documenting the task before any work gets done. Because then now you can start planning the day, you could plan the week, you could start working on this. Like, it's now prepared to be put into your week 2 work, for example, which leads us to the next cool thing with TickTick. Is TickTick has the ability to sync with your calendar. Nice. So TickTick has the ability to sync with your calendar. So these are tasks that I have to do. They're on my calendar. They will actually show up on my Google Calendar across all my devices as well too, which is nice because that's the biggest thing. In order for you to be effective, the holy grail of time management, we teach this in the course, comes when you have one master calendar. For me, it's Apple Calendar. We teach you how to do it in PC as well too, but for me, it's Apple Calendar. I have all of my events for all 3 of my emails, my business email, my personal email, and my email I give away for promotions. All of those events are on my calendar. All of the tasks I have to do for TickTick for work, all of my routines such as remembering to eat, wake up, go to the gym, meal prep, get a haircut. Yes, all of those things have to be allotted for when it comes down to time blocking, basically. Is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it. So and then also bills. You kind of can in the very top. It's a very light, different color. These are bills. So I do have a subscription tracker. It's in ClickUp. It syncs over so that I can see all my subscriptions that are ludicrously expensive. I'm paying so much for every subscription. But you do need to know when bills are due for subscriptions. So that's why having all of this information roll up in one app. Technically, Apple Calendar is free, so that's why it's real nice. And it syncs across all my devices. So I literally know all of my commitments that I have to do for the entire week, from routines to habits to work to meetings to just life, all on this calendar. And now I get to play Tetris. I'm technically going to do it. Actually, today I do this routine every Sunday. It's called Plan the Week. I'm going to look over my next week, which is starting here, for example. You could already see I'm kind of behind on some tasks here. But what I'm looking for here when you roll things up, like say, for example, like these two, like this, whenever I can't zoom in, forgive me. But whenever there's 2 tasks in the same time block, I know that's a time conflict because there's 2 rules that goes on here. That's very important. Rule number 1 is you cannot multitask. Humans can only single task. The most powerful people or the most successful people are successful because they know how to single task. They know how to say, I'm going to do this one thing because it's the priority and I can't touch anything else until the first one's done. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is I'm always trying to say, be kind to your future self, because this allows you to predict time and work in the future, which is super nice. So you could be a horrible manager to yourself and give yourself a ton of work. And you're like, man, Manager John is giving me way too much work for the week. This is not realistic, Manager John. And Manager John is like, you know what? I need my employee to be around for the whole year. Like, he's not taking any vacations. I got to be nice to him. So the next rule is be kind to your future self and only budget 3 major tasks a day. No more than 3. Because realistically, you'll plan the perfect day with this system, 14 tasks, and you're like, yeah, if I start at 8 a.m., I could get all 14 tasks. I get all my work done for the weekend by the time Monday's done. And then you go and execute on it, and then life is going to get in the way. Business, meetings, friends, family. Hey, by the way, can you come help me out? Hey, quick test. And you're like, I only got 2 things done today. Dang. But that's okay, because the system is designed to always remember and pick up where you left off. I can literally, by using Notion and TickTick and Apple Calendar, close my laptop today, come back a week later because I could take a vacation or emergency, whatever, come back and everything is still stored. All the things that I need to remember are in Notion. all the tasks that I've put in, maybe not new tasks, but all the tasks that need to get done that I've planned are in TickTick. They're on the calendar. And if I'm behind, that's okay because, and it happens a lot where I'm like, oh, I'm a week behind on some tasks. I could look at my calendar in TickTick. Let's say, I know there's, here for example, content. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do this content task. That was a week ago. So I'm just going to play Tetris. I've already documented what needs to get done. I've already time blocked the size of the task. So this is a 2-hour task that needs to get done. So I'm just going to move him all the way back and I'll get him done probably later today. And then this guy, I'm just going to move him and I'll probably get him done tomorrow. So everything's very easy to kind of like catch up as well too, for example. So these are just some nice introductions to basically how, if you're overwhelmed, if you're burnt out, if you're not making progress on your to-do list and you're juggling too many obligations for work, for life, for business, and you have a lot of goals and you want to get more organized and streamlined, this is in our time management course in the community where we teach you these 2 tools. And that's why they're very important for beginners before you touch AI. Get Notion, get TickTick, do those for like 30, 60 days. Then we could play with all the cool AI stuff because these two tools alone will make you so dangerous, so powerful. Cool beans. Take a break there. Yep, make an account. I don't have an affiliate link for TickTick, unfortunately, which is fine. Sign up. TickTick's like $5. Notion, you can sign up, and Notion's like $9 if you do the whole year. And then if you're in the community, those would be the 2 courses I would say start first. Start with the Notion course, and then go to, in the community, go to the TickTick course. And those 2 are really going to go much deeper into like the templates and the routines. And then from here, if I do here, edit, say what? John will join, yay. And then view course. Like we have like 25 courses, time management, productivity, all the best AI tools. We have secret playbooks of how to do really cool things with AI, like streamline workflow, how to use multiple tools together, custom GPTs, Claude, all of that. And then the main thing too that I'll end with is the 5 days a week live events. So it's not so much joining because of the courses, you're really joining because of the network. The people that you're going to meet in the community, the amazing entrepreneurs like Sarah, Nika, and then who else do we have on there? Yeah. So we meet every week, 5 days a week, and you're not obligated to come to all of them or any of them. But when you show up, even just to be a fly on the wall and just to like hang out and with no, just like, we have a lot of people just like, I want to sit and listen. Someone will mention a tool or a tip and it will blow your mind. And you're like, wait, what does what? Like I've attended all of them. Every single one, members come in and it's the members that share tools or tips or resources that we're all just like, wait, it does what now? What is that tool? How can you do that? And we're all immediately like, every week we're like, dang it, I need now another subscription, but it's so cool. And they're like, and then so you get more inspiration from a lot of members that are all pushing the boundaries of, they're all playing with video, image, automation, agents, AI consultant. Not everyone is an AI consultant in the community. We have a lot of people that have their own business or career in, could be real estate, it could be HVAC, it could be English teaching, it could be even in baking. Yes, baking. We have bakers that are bakers turned AI consultants, which is actually kind of cool. That's the real cool thing, is like the people that you meet, the relationships that you build, that's the cool part. Everyone is super friendly. They follow my values as far as sharing, helping, and supporting each other with their wins. And then all we do every week is just try and help each other stay up to date with AI. And now we have guest speakers every Saturday. So if you are an expert in your niche and you teach AI, I don't know why my camera is frozen. There we go. Then you can actually teach a workshop to the whole community as well too. For the last 5 weekends, we've had members in the community, because I also want you guys to practice, one, developing an offer, because it is very entrepreneurial in the community. We want you to develop an offer, learn how to create content, learn how to promote, how to sell online, how to set up your digital product or digital store, which is usually like a stand store, super easy. How to sell product, because we do want you to quit your 9 to 5 and make a few money online using AI. So we are very entrepreneurial to show you a lot of how to create products, how to create offers, how to become an Amazon bestseller, which was our I think a 3-part series this whole last month. So we did a whole 3-part series of how to write a book using AI, how to get published on Amazon KDP, self-published to become an author, and then how to hack Amazon's algorithm to become a bestseller. We're from 3 experts in the community, Sarah in the community as well too, all taught us how to, because having a book on Amazon is such a powerful flex and will open up so many doors of opportunity that pales in comparison to creating content. If you want to become an industry, a leader in your niche or anything, or share your message or make an impact, writing a book on Amazon, I'm in the process of it with the community members because we all motivate each other. That is going to give you such a flex, such a superpower. It puts you in a category that very few of a very small percentage of the world population is published authors on Amazon. Very small, actually probably smaller than scuba divers or something like that. It was actually kind of even smaller. So, but know that you become part of a small few. And then a lot of the members also to post all updates about AI. So anything AI related, you'll get up to date on all the news, questions, support, tech support. I'm also mentoring and coaching a lot of the members when they have challenges or issues. So that is the community, which is amazing. Congratulations to our 3 new members, Jono, Pam, Mahmoud, and Aki and Emmanuel, for all joining today. Congratulations. We actually look forward to seeing you guys at our weekly live events, which is going to be dope. And yeah, any other questions? Today was a jam-packed day. We blasted through tools, productivity tools, and all of that. Nice. Cool beans. I don't want to waste more of your time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you learned something new. My name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. I go live every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on TikTok. Like, I'm literally live on TikTok and YouTube, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. You can find me there live streaming. I'm always talking about AI, sharing tips, mostly teaching. And then this Sunday series are like special series for like, especially for people on my email list. So special series come in, learn. It's usually going to be roughly the same tools unless new updates happen to the tools, for example. And yeah. And then we have our certification program, which we're going to start our promoting actually today. So our next 4-week cohort can start for August. And in 4 weeks, they'll become AI certified, which would be crazy. Awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. If there's any last questions, anything you guys want to ask, or like, how do I make AI do my dishes? We're almost there. We're getting there. Awesome. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Happy Sunday. Have a wonderful week. And I'll definitely see all of you both in the community and on the live stream. Thank you, everyone. And Devin and Sarah and Nika and Pam. And we have a lot of great people. And Via, everyone, thank you all. I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed day. Bye. And for everyone on TikTok and YouTube, how are you guys doing on TikTok? Let me flip this around so you guys can see me. How you guys doing? Man, we went through a lot. That was a lot of live. What if I just live stream for the rest of the day? Like, this becomes a 24-hour live stream. It becomes a challenge just to see, like, how long can I live stream? If we get more than, like, 50 people on the live stream, then I'll keep going. Anyways, hope you guys, any questions? That was a pretty good jam-packed episode. There's so much to condense.